notes and everything.
It's all good. I got it on my phone.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I was gonna drop it in the chat.
It wasn't in the old link. I saw it was in the new link, so it's all good.
Okay.
But that's all right, because we live.
We're live right now, live on the air.
Yeah, what's happening?
What's popping, everybody? Yo, this is right now. My name is, King Just. You know what I mean? I'm standing here with my homeboy, Bishop Omega.
Yeah.
And we are Intelligently Ratchet.
That's right.
Tag team champions of the goddamn world.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
See that?
Boom.
Champions. Can't nobody do it
like that. You
know what I'm saying?
You don't get no goddamn. You can't get no more chemistry than this right here.
You can't.
The only person that had more better chemistry was Kazi.
Kazi. Shout out to
That's
Kazi.
it.
And he put out another a new joint with old boy.
With Shane.
Yeah,
sure.
Boy.
Yeah. Dude, I understand.
Yeah, shout out to them and their project.
Right,
make sure y'all go stream that. Make
Please.
sure y'all, buy it, watch the video, everything, share it, everything, support them.
Yeah, Shane got 2 dope videos out or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's dope. But yeah, shout out to but go check out the Kazi joint that he did at the Rich Girls Museum out there in Greensboro. We also and Candy just painted one.
Yeah, the WRL joint.
The WRL joint. But no, she also painted another selfie museum too that's in Durham. So yeah, so hopefully we could get out there and take some selfies and stuff, get our eyebrows arched and stuff and see what's going on.
Mine's is perfectly arched. I get those compliments all the time.
Yeah.
They tell me I got beautiful eyebrows.
You know what? I got the eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? I got eyelashes. My eyelashes are very naturally long. They curve. You know what I'm saying? They're naturally long.
They wispy.
I got wispy eyes. Yeah. I got them joints is wispy, boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me out here. I take these glasses off. What?
Raph was happening.
What up, Raph? What up, Danny?
But this is what episode is this? 147.
147, man. We coming up. What we gonna do for 150?
I don't know. We gotta figure it out.
We might just I got my shot. So by the time we get to 150, I should be getting my second shot.
Yeah.
And then I'll be ready to go. I'll be 100% ready to start making out with random people on the streets.
Okay.
Because I'm covered.
He's covered
in the blood of Jesus.
He's vaxxed.
I'm vaxxed. You know what I'm saying?
You got the vax. As always, y'all, make sure y'all sharing this to your timeline, whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're watching on Twitch, whether you're watching on Facebook. Please do us that favor. Help us out with the algorithm. Let us get our views up.
Yes.
We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that's coming into the room right now.
Right. So if you're watching, please share it. Just hit the share button.
Just hit the share button for us.
You know what I'm saying? Just please.
Please, thank you.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
If
shout out to Candy, shout out to P9. Yeah,
I think it's just me and you tonight, ain't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
Then we got our guest.
We do got a guest. The illustrious.
Guest has no name.
The illustrious Brevin Hampton. You know what I'm saying is in the background. You know what I'm saying? He's around here somewhere.
He's gonna pop up.
He's gonna pop up later on. You know what I'm saying? Look at the wall. Look at the wall. What up, Angel? Yo, look at the wall. You know what I'm saying? That's right there. That's a slate gray wall he got going on. That's for the rich.
You want to just bring him on now?
Yo, Brev, you want to come on now? Just nod your head. Okay, cool.
We're gonna bring him on now. We're gonna bring him on now. He's gonna be on with us the whole time.
You're gonna be you. Look at that. Look at Brev.
Yeah. What's up, gentlemen?
Come on, brother, with the slate gray wall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for people who aren't familiar with you, you know what I'm saying? Please tell them why you're such an illustrious young man and a pillar of the community, man. What do you do and things of that nature outside of stuff, the junk that I can talk about you? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you introduce you.
Ouch.
Right, because I'm gonna talk shit. Because you and Al is in the same ilk. So you know what I'm saying?
Of course. You know how it is. Yeah, so for people that don't know, I'm a drummer and a percussionist. I've been in Durham since I was 3 years old. My family's originally from New York. My father played a long time. He's a drummer as well. Both my parents are musicians. My father played a long time with Luther Vandross and Roberta Flack, and of course a lot of other Black soul artists. And my parents met through music in New York. My mom played work with Angie Bofield and on Broadway, and so My mom moved me and my brother down here in '88. But I've been playing music since I was a kid, and I've been playing, in the Durham area for, I don't know, since high school, really. Mm-hmm. And just
for the people that don't know how old Brev is, that's 40 years of music that he's been playing into.
Right. So yeah, I went to Central for music as a great music program. It's put out a lot of awesome artists, including, you brought up Al. Al actually went to Central with my older brother, who's also a drummer. But he's been living out of town for almost 20 years now. So, but yeah, I did that. I did grad school in New York City at Queens College, and I moved back to Durham after I finished because New York rent is way too expensive and gigs don't pay what they should.
Right.
So,
it's that gig rate. You was like, gig rate. Hold on,
right?
Durham pays $5 extra, and the rent is $20 lower. Let me go ahead and hit these guys. Let me go back home. I feel you.
Very much so. So, like, as far as like hearing what I do, I played on Al's first record. I'm on both of Phil Cook's albums. I played on Ani DeFranco's last record. So I've worked with a ton of different artists and all different kinds of music. I'm in a local salsa group around here called Orquesta Gardel. I'm one of the co-leaders, and I play drums and timbales there. And then I teach drums. Drums,
timbales,
drums and timbales.
Drums, and he makes tamales.
You know what? In Atlanta, brothers are in a salsa group. Talented.
Yo, he got hands.
Look at this. He like
shuffling it up. Like,
I mean, local. Quiet as it's kept, I do cook. You ask any musician around here, they know.
I'm saying, you fuck around, you make a good tamale, then you know what I'm saying, we might motherfucker give you a guest host.
Hey, screw you, P9.
We got tamales.
Oh man,
we got a drummer. You know what I mean? At least we can see that man play music.
No, P9, we love you.
We love you, P9.
Yeah, man. I played on a couple of Pierce's albums too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a man about, you know what I'm saying, speaking of genre music, because you know what I'm saying, because you know what I mean, quiet as ignorant as kept, you know what I'm saying. I just thought you was just a jazz drummer, you know what I'm saying? That's what you specialized in. But it sounds like you I guess when it comes down to drummers, you kind of got to be flexible.
All musicians. If you wanna like not eat cornflakes every day,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to dabble through. I mean, I've in North Carolina, I've done pretty much almost every style. I played on bluegrass gigs, I've done theater, I've done my specialty. You're not wrong, because I went to school for jazz, bachelor's and master's, and I studied it. And I mean, if I had a niche, it would be Latin music and Latin jazz. But yeah, I mean, I grew up playing in church. My mom's kept a gospel choir for 35 years or something. So that was like my first opportunities playing music were in a black church. And then, my father, is like funk, R&B, with his career. And so I learned to do that as well. So, I mean, yeah, most musicians, like successful ones, try to be able to do everything. So like I said, they ain't got to eat cornflakes and oodles and noodles every night.
There's nothing wrong with cornflakes and oodles and noodles, ladies and gentlemen. I actually like to mix mines. You know what I'm saying? Oriental flavor. Why? Right. Oriental? Yo, speaking of that, why aren't we saying anything when we're saying stop Asian hate? We need to stop using Oriental, because that's kind of a racist term to be.
It's very racist. Yeah,
oodles and noodles, the Oriental.
Yeah, they need to get rid of that.
They need to get rid of the
cancel the
Oriental.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know.
Which we gonna go with, like Asian flavor? Who knows? I say what? Oriental.
Daniel just asked if I work with Branford. I know Branford very well. He was teaching at Central while I was there. Mm-hmm. So he did the movie score for The Secret Life of Henrietta Lacks with Oprah Winfrey in it. Mm-hmm. And I played on a couple different slides on that movie score.
Oh, okay. Talk your shit on an Oprah movie. That's why you got see. That's when he brought the paint after he got the movie.
Yeah,
because that was a white wall right there. And he was like, "Shit, I'm in an Oprah movie." Let me slick that shit up.
The
right
whole
there.
thing. It's a feature wall.
Full disclosure: I rent this house. I don't own it, and I did not paint this wall.
Hey, dude, look, man.
Let me keep it real.
It is what it is, man.
You put the picture up, then that picture wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yo, you know who did this picture?
Who that?
You know, what's
Andy
cat's
Carter.
name? No, but I love her work too.
You got some work from her too. Okay.
I actually owe Candy. Candy did a She did a painting on a tambourine for Tamisha, and I saw it, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get her to do one for me.
Okay.
But this cat that hangs out downtown a lot, his name is John. I forget his last name. But he's got a big afro and wears glasses and skateboards all the time. But he drew this picture of this Thelonious Monk.
Oh, dope, dopeness. And that's a dope piece right there, man, for real.
Yeah, Phil Cook had this done for me. He gave it to me as like a birthday gift one year, and man, beautiful guy. But
so Brad, man, you gonna be here? Say what?
So shout out to John.
Yeah, shout out to John. You know what I'm saying? And Phil, because they got Jingleheimer's fence. we got Brev the whole night though. You sticking with us? You ain't going nowhere, right?
Yeah, I'm hanging.
All right, cool. You said what? Just
you hear me?
No, I did.
I said, yeah. Whenever they go out, the people always shout.
John,
you know what I'm saying?
I hate this dude, man. Man, so Intelligent Ratchet, you know what I'm saying? We're down, you know what I mean? We got guest hosts. Candy's out there doing something like superhero work, painting and shit like that. And P Nomina's probably fighting in child support court right now. So you know what I'm saying? So we don't know. He probably he got to put that
save your receipts, people.
Please.
Yo, have you seen that TV show, The Child Support Court?
Yo, Nita watches that shit.
Yo, I did not know that was a show until people started.
Listen, and with me paying child support,
right?
And I'm like, dogs, you out here, you acting a monkey, and all you got to pay is fucking $250 a month. And then it was like, well, then because you're in the rears. I'm like, yo, and now that I pay child support, I'm gonna tell you this, fellas. Listen, go ahead. As soon as she say that baby's yours, you know what you do? You say, okay. You wait till that baby come. You know what you do? You go down and you take yourself out on child support. Child support will tell you to go ahead and freaking get your mouth swabbed. So they'll make sure. Well, at least they did in Wake County. Make sure you don't. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and do that up front, so that way you don't have to pay that arrear shit. Because once you know what I'm saying, that's what get most cats. You be running away from child support for 6 years. Now you owe $90,000, and you know what I'm saying. Get in front of it. Because it's a chance that the baby's not yours, and then you could do the Maury run.
You are not the father.
You are not the father. Yeah, I told you. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a stack, right? You get a stack. If you petty like me, you get a stack of ones.
Make it rain.
And make it rain in the child support. That's all you get from me. Boom, the baby cute though.
Hey, Bishop, I'll tell you something. So my wife is a paralegal, and she works for a civil rights organization now. But her first job when we started dating was in a family law office. I will tell you, with the child support and things like that, fact is much stranger than fiction, homie.
Yeah. It sure is.
You think TV, like them shows, man,
it ain't nothing. Like, yo, she told this one dude, she was like, oh, you don't care? He's like, yeah, I'm too busy to go down to get the DNA test. He was like,
yeah, I seen that.
She was like, oh, so I'm gonna make you the father. I said, what? She's like, yeah, you're the father now. So she was like, and I'm sending it up to the state and all that stuff. And she was like, you are the father now. And he was like, okay. I'm like this, and then it was like $1,500 he had to pay. I was like, no. I would have swapped. Look, I would have like paused right there. I would have ran down to the CVS. I would have swabbed my mouth and had, I would have did my own DNA kit. It was like,
we're gonna figure this one out.
We're gonna figure this out right now. Yeah. But I'm saying he
had quit his job. I seen like a highlight. He had quit his job and then became like a waiter.
He was making 60 G's a month. Like, that's selfish, man. That's selfish. 60 G's a year. and you gonna quit it because you don't want to pay damn child support.
But some people do that, and let's talk about. Let's
talk about that shit.
Because you get some guys that will do that, but then you get some women that'll do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Some women will just stop working altogether because they know, like, oh, I can get this nigga for like $1,500,
right?
2 racks, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, and grimy. Motherfuckers be grimy when it comes to money.
But you know what? The courts, I think, because on the same show or whatever, it was the lady. She was like, she wanted more money. She was like, he's got a pay raise. He's got a pay raise, or whatever, and I want more money. He said, okay, this is your order right here. He's got what? He's getting another $400 a week. She was like, yeah, which is a very good pay raise, right? Yeah. We can both agree on that, or all three of us can agree on that. And she was like, oh, if you want your child to get more money, you go get a job.
Yeah, I love that.
You go get a job. You wanted to have more money? You get a job. Yeah. Because what people don't understand, child support goes by the income of both parents.
Income and the
custody. Right.
Well, that, and from what I understand, like, of course, we all brothers, so we all got friends or somebody that got issues with something like that, right? Talking to my wife, from what I understand, as far as how like the courts handle it, it's all based on the best interest of the child. And the thing about it is, most of the times
go ahead.
Well, most of the times you hear these things are like in divorce, like when there's divorces, and what ends up happening is they want to keep the lifestyle the same as, like, financially, as if so, like, for instance, if both people are wealthy, or even if just one of them is wealthy, when they split, if the kid's in private school, the court is going to acknowledge that, like, nah, you don't get to take him and put him in public school because he's cheaper. No, you got to pay for this. And if you the man with the money, you got to handle it. And that's part of the.
I think that's where we get things misconstrued, because you're looking at the custody and child support from being married and creating a life and a lifestyle. When you're just a baby daddy, you ain't creating no lifestyle. This, wherever it is, you're gonna come off. It's better for you to go ahead and jump up in front of it and then do what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you
and we both got two opinions on it, because your story and my story
totally different, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? My thing was like this. I'm like, I gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Once it's about, I'm gonna take care of my kids. Go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Take the money, you know what I'm saying? I call it my stupid tax. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should have been with the person you was with and had the babies or whatever, and been with the person, right? So, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? You paid it. It's not the child's fault. It's just that in my circumstances, it's like this. I would rather be paying it than to have to go through the arguments and stuff like that. Like, to try to do it outside of court. Because even though I wasn't court ordered, I was still paying child support anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, but it cuts out the arguments. Like, for real, there is no reason to call me talking about no money.
Right.
I don't have to talk to you. You know who you talk to? We got a caseworker. Talk to your caseworker.
Right.
Her name is such and such. You go holler at her. If your money didn't come in, it came out my check. My check ain't look more beautiful this
right.
this
right. You need to figure that out.
Yeah, so you need to figure that out on yourself. You need money? Go get a job. Go get you a part-time. It's all good. You know,
I don't have kids, so I can't speak but to so much.
Oh, God.
Right.
Man.
I understand from the.
He got a wife and no kids.
His pull-out game is awesome. Look at that. He's like,
hey, man.
Get back.
I ain't gonna front. I'm loving Dink life. Dink life is
he's like, ooh, it's Thursday night.
He ain't got no bodies on the pistol.
He got no bodies. Nobody's on the pistol. What they say? Say your age and how many kids you got. I'm 41 and 5 out this
It's like a score.
Right. Oh man, that means I'm undefeated.
You're undefeated.
I'm 36 and 0, baby.
You out here Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Never gonna catch a loss.
Oh man.
Man. Speaking of our homeboy Floyd, that was a good transition.
Yeah, good transition.
He's about to fight. He's about to fight your boy Paul.
I don't like that.
You don't like it? Talk to us, Jay.
Nah, I don't like it. It's something going on. I'm thinking either he broke, or the sport of boxing is in such a disarray that no one's watching it anymore.
So you think
something's going
dire straits at this point in time?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think Floyd got dough. Well, again, but he's flashy though. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? He could have $1 million worth of jewelry, but still have like $15 in his checking account.
What did Chris Rock say on that joint? He said, man, rich is some shit you could lose with a fun summer and a drug habit. So, I mean,
exactly.
Especially coming out of a pandemic, I'm sure that affected his pocket somehow.
Right.
I don't know enough about the other fighter, but from what I hear, like it's not even a contest.
He's only had one fight and he lost.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, this is.
I thought this was homeboy that knocked out Nate Robinson, and the white boy.
Oh, no.
Ain't that's because
they both
brothers.
Well,
right?
I don't know. When I was looking at ESPN, maybe they just had it wrong. They said he was 0-1.
0-1. Yeah, because I thought he was the one that slumped Nate Robinson.
Maybe so, but
But I'm saying he's a YouTuber. He's not really on like
pro card
or anything like that.
I don't know if Trill is a pro card. You know
Definitely.
Oh, so you mean he's amateur? Like he's not a professional,
right?
Oh,
he's really.
Like I said, he fought Nate Robinson.
He was calling out Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
He was calling out like
one of them.
Yeah, he was calling out him and his brother was calling out Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, and a couple other people, saying that because they've been training, like they really training. They just aren't professionals.
Now the other brother that won, he was beefing with the boy that on the MMA joint,
Dana White.
Yeah, Dana White, because Dana White was like, "Yo, I want you to fight this guy,
right,
or whatever." He's like, "And if you win, I give you $1 million." Guess what happened? He beat him.
Right.
You're like, "Give me my money," and he was just like, "It's crazy." And he started bringing. He's like, "Look, I've made more money in this one fight that you've paid all your fighters. You know what I'm saying? Your top 3 fighters, or whatever." Wow. And he's like, whatever you doing for that sport sucks. You know what I'm saying? He telling people basically like, come to death row, come over here to what I got going on. We making money over here.
Wow.
I beat you up and you get paid, or we fight and we get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Man. I know it's crazy.
I don't know. I'm a person that trusts the expert. He better hope Floyd don't send his jaw straight to Jerusalem with no return trip, bro.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Jerusalem trip, and I just scanned the article. You are, because I like to fact check.
Fact check me, bro. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
No, I was wrong. He is. It's not the. I guess it's the Paul. It's the other brother because it's 2 of them.
Yeah,
I thought it was the same one. It's not. You right, but he was 0-1, and he's like 26 years old. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? So this is Logan Paul. Jake Paul is the one who beat Nate Robinson
and just won that,
and Ben Erskine.
Yeah,
by knockout, by the first round knockout. So this is Logan Paul. This is the younger brother of Jake Paul. So the Paul, I don't know.
They doing
why.
it for a bag,
man.
There ain't no way Floyd is coming out of retirement again. You know what I'm saying? To have this exhibition. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, well, this dude 0-1. All right, I'm gonna give him 6 rounds, and you know what I'm saying, make this bag and come back out real quick. He's
gonna fuck him up. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you this right here.
He gonna fuck him up.
No, because what we all think.
When's the last time Floyd fucked somebody
what
up?
I'm saying is this right here. We talking about Floyd Mayweather walks in Intelligent Ratchet Studios right now, and you know what I'm saying, kicks over one of the lights. We're both going to be like, yo, we're gonna fuck Floyd up. But Floyd is gonna fuck us up because he's a professional boxer. You know what I'm saying? His defense is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? He is going to you know what I'm saying? He's fought Manny Pacquiao. And we can all believe Manny Pacquiao's 4'11" will give anybody from 5 foot to 7'2" the business with them hands. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that he's biting off a little bit more too, because you know what I'm saying, he's an amateur boxer. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, yeah, we can all, you know what I'm saying, we're not like we play ball or whatever. We're not beating Michael Jordan right now in the 21 in the game of 21. I feel like
I don't know.
Trust the experts, bro. I don't believe anybody that's studied that long.
Nah, who was the dude? Good. It was a dude they recorded. Some old dude paid Mike like $15,000 to play against him in 1-on-1, and he beat him in a game of 21. And this was like maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Okay, well, okay. So
I ain't saying I'm dunking on Jordan, but I think I could box him down. I think I got him. I think I got Jordan.
But I'm saying, you know what's going to happen is, like, if you don't let him score because he old.
Oh, I'm fouling the hell out of him each time.
Right, because if he get that jumper, but
you ain't doing that tongue ain't coming out at all on you. You getting a chin check.
He gonna be like, he gonna have them sweatpants up to here.
Exactly.
Sweatpants, that shit tucked in. Jordan be shimmy this shit out. I'm like, hey.
You gonna have to fade up, fade all the way.
That fadeaway gonna fucking kill you.
I ain't falling for
the long pull up socks.
Exactly.
Right. And the goggles.
I'm just saying, just like this.
Right.
Just like that the whole time. Bro, I'm 6'5". I'm just doing this the whole time.
He's 6'6". You and Jordan the same size, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
You like his younger brother, B. He gonna put you in his pocket.
I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be easy.
I think you might could get this one. I know Jordan's gonna freaking smash me. I'm 5'8". It's just not.
Oh yeah, you got a mean 2-inch vertical though.
You know what I'm saying, boy.
I'm not a basketball player. I wouldn't even try.
Right. See, I pride myself in being a little bit of a good basketball. I used to, because I haven't played ball in exhibition in about that's the last time I played ball. The last time I was out there.
It was like 2-3 years ago.
2-3 years ago. And then I haven't played like just out in the streets, just getting my work on, in probably maybe about 8 years. So, but if I get back, you know what I'm saying, I got some shimmies and some shakes for that ass.
I got you. A
lot of that is just a drummer's handicap, as they say. The last time I played a pickup game of basketball was in high school, and I was already playing gigs. Somebody threw a nice sharp pass, and I didn't get there in time, and it grazed my finger, and I couldn't play for about 2 weeks. And I lost probably about $400-500. I was really upset.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Oh, yeah. When it comes out,
just did it with your thumbs, bro. You could be. Look at that.
That shit would
you could have
remake that shit.
I love the hand though.
And then hit it with the palm. Boom, 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 boom. Exactly.
Fucking just tie some shit.
Exactly. Put the rubber band on like the other players do. And you
punk ass drummer ass nigga. Oh, punk ass nigga. Don't say it. I can't play. All right, play basketball
like this.
I can't play. Why are we doing this? Why we just
look?
Sorry, bro.
This is intelligently ratchet. We talk about everything and nothing at the same time.
I'm laughing right along with y'all. I love it. I'm not the type of cat to take that personally. You good?
Man, he said, "Shoot, nah, I jam my fingers. Fuck y'all niggas." Like,
oh yeah, no,
that shit hurt.
Yeah, fuck that.
That was where it ended, right there.
That's what he said, right there.
And it was the jam the fingers a little bit because I have a passion for playing. It was like the $400 or $500 that I had on the books that was problematic for me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when jamming your finger loses you a half a man, then yeah, you got to leave.
Right.
I don't care. Like shit. If my Xbox cost me $500, I'm no longer playing that. As much as a gamer person, I'll just look at it on YouTube like the kids do.
I watch
other people play the game.
I watch other people play the game. I play fantasy football. I'm in like 5 leagues every year. I love it. I will not play a pickup game. You can't. You have to pay me disability insurance to make me play a pickup game because it's that real.
God.
Oh man, that's hilarious, man. We gonna jump on. I'm not even following the script. I'm just jumping all over the place.
Just talking.
Cool.
How you feel about Apple coming down here? Because I know, like, you're not just only a drummer, but you are also active in the community.
Yeah,
you're one of the cool kids in Durham. So you know what I'm saying. So Apple is, if you don't know what's going on, Apple picks the Triangle, which is probably gonna be Research Triangle Park. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. To build $1 billion campus, bringing in thousands of jobs to probably Research Triangle. So what do you think about? I know Candy has some strong drinks, but she's not here, so we won't do that. But I want to start with you. What are you looking at, man?
All right, so I'll start like this. I see it very much in the duality. Candy probably told you, but the one thing that I didn't mention is like during the quarantine, like last fall and whatnot. I just got my real estate license, so
Okay.
I kind of have to see it in a duality because I'm learning to be a realtor, right? So on the one hand, on the realtor side, I'm like, that could potentially make me a couple dollars. That might be all right in the future. A couple of years down the road, I might be sitting pretty.
Right.
Because, like Daniel said, it's going to drive up property value.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, I like living in Durham. I want to be able to afford to live in Durham.
Right.
And also, I am very much pro-black Durhamite that believes that we deserve to be able to have this city that is ours. And I just don't think that it's going to be that. And it's already happening, right? Like, gentrification has already been strong the last 10 years. So I feel like this move is going to just take things over the top. And honestly, it makes it troubles me into how the city is gonna look. Go ahead.
Why can't it be a rich black city?
I would hope so. I
like
would
Atlanta,
like that
right?
Yeah,
that
I
would
like
be
that too.
we could be Atlanta.
Yeah.
So Brev, you can, because you're gonna be selling these predatory loans to these people that are coming into Durham. They, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the opposite of predatory loans. It's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna give you the hookup on. You listen. My name is Brevin, brother. Yo, listen.
Right.
I got you, beloved.
Hustle, man.
I got you, brother. Now listen. You go to, you take this check over to Bishop and Justin. They're gonna cash it for you. They the niggas that's doing the.
Yeah.
They gonna cash it. They gonna give you change. You bring me back the change for the check.
Yeah.
What we gonna do?
We're gonna give you 2 Bitcoins and a lifesaver.
And a lifesaver. We gonna get that with that. We gonna get you some PPP loans, and we gonna get a house for you. DADs.
All you gotta do is sign your name right here on the paper, man. They gonna get it for you, G. They got you. I got you.
You decide them mugs too. They think in the house. They got a record deal for Brevin Records.
Right.
Subsidiary of nowhere. Going nowhere records.
Right.
Hey, man, I thought I was getting something out the deal. You're not.
Right. Exactly. Yeah,
you're not getting anything about the deal. But nah, man, but the way I look at it, I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like Justin, I'm like, yo, could it move us closer to the Atlanta type of situation? Well, you know what I'm saying, where we're, you know what I'm saying, because I think we're a little bit smarter, because even what I was just reading too, speaking of that, like a group of residents by the Hayti are trying to buy land to actually be proactive and building affordable housing.
Yes.
So if you're saying if we're doing things like that, when
Apple
does come in, because it's all these neighborhoods in Durham, and we with lots that they're not developing. And if these groups are saying, you know what, I'm gonna take my salary from Apple and I'm gonna put it into this group, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure my people are straight.
Right.
Then I think that's when we say
it becomes a good thing.
It becomes a good thing, because when you got brothers and sisters like ourselves that say, let's be proactive. We see it's coming. We've seen this.
Right.
It's already we already did it on 147.
We're living in it. Yeah.
We did it. You know what I'm saying? They've already broken down that.
I'm a member of the Chamber of Commerce in the Greater Black Chamber of Commerce in Raleigh. And
beautiful.
They were saying, shoot, I've been here 13 years. They were like 8 years ago talking about, hey, we trying to make this area what Atlanta is.
Right.
Exactly.
And there's like, and they were like, we got a 10-year, 20-year, plan for, to make this, another Atlanta. So I was just like, all right, I see it. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming into fruition.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's coming into fruition. You know what I'm saying? I've been, and I've been seeing the growth, and I've been seeing, things come into place. So that's why I'm like, I hear people talk about the gentrification. I know that's an issue, and I know how it can, dismantle or interrupt the black community. Mm-hmm. But why can't we make the black community wealthier?
Right.
Here's my question. Oh, my bad. My only question is that caveat only happens. I read that like the starting salaries are something like 187. Mm-hmm. That caveat only happens if you think they're going to hire local. Because my thought is, I feel like they're going to be bringing a ton of people from out of town.
I agree.
And there's a greater probability that they're going to be white. That's what I think.
Totally understand. But can we also put ourselves in position to make it harder for them?
Yeah.
Like for me, I seen all that. Like I already had both of my sons, taking coding classes. And I was thinking about it too. But then when I seen that, I'm like, I need to sign up for some damn coding classes.
Right.
Guess what? Google got a whole damn academy that you can go for free.
Yep.
Apple got one too. So why not take these coding joints to get these certifications and at least make it a little bit harder, or at least come in on the entry? Right. You ain't gotta give me the 187. I'll take the 70.
Man, give me that 85. Give me 65.
I'll take the 70, still be able to stay where I'm at and continue to build up. And you know what I'm saying?
Like, I think
we can do that.
Listen, he came in, excuse me, Apple, just came in a little high. I'll take 65 and a half. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not as scary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 6'5". I'm not a 6'5" black man walking around your thing. I'm a little furry. So it's like a gizmo. I'm more closer to a gizmo. Now, do you want Shaq Diesel walking your hallways, or would you like a gizmo?
Right.
Hi, my name is Bishop Omega. Thanks for your consideration.
Hey,
I'm undercutting my man's on the real. I'm like dick, yo.
I'm gonna take 62.
62, right?
I take 62 and no dental. Don't worry about that.
Don't even worry. I don't even like my teeth. No way.
Right. You can hire him for 187 if you want to, but I'll take half G and
listen,
put a little insurance on it.
Look, me and my man.
I'll be like, look, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gotta get the insurance. My wife worked too, bro.
She worked too, bro.
Save you some money.
Listen. Me and my man Brad becoming this mug at 75. You know what I'm saying? We're together. What's up?
Man, y'all foolish, man.
Get 2 for 1. That's 80 hours a week right there.
Oh, man.
You ain't even got to pay Brev overtime. You know, he out here. You know what I'm saying? He a drummer. He get gigs. He's okay.
Right. That's the salary. That's the salary. You ain't got to pay the, you get overtime for hourly, man.
You know what I'm saying? Score to give me that.
But I think some of the jobs will be bought in, but the way a lot of businesses are set up now because of COVID, most of them are going to be virtual anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're building this big infrastructure, but I don't think it's going to be like filled with a whole bunch of people. Right. A lot of it will probably be like R&D. Some manufacturing or whatever. That's just my opinion.
But they're gonna have things. They gotta have, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna have employees, they're gonna do things like this where you are, where people
you feel like relocating will pay for it.
Right. Oh no, but they're gonna have like your payroll. Stuff that you know what I'm saying, that your benefits office and all that stuff. Those are things that the local people that they probably, those jobs will be the ones that will be those entry level jobs.
Probably local HR division.
Local HR division and people in Durham to get them there. So that way you can make your $21 an hour, $25, $28 an hour workers, which is a good salary in itself. Right. But you know what I'm saying? They're in the app, they're working the Apple infrastructure instead of coming in like, let me get that coding job like Abe is about to get. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, and he's gonna get the coding job and do the child labor laws, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be able to get all that money.
Get his 187,000.
That's all right. He can put it in a trust. He can make $12,000 a year. Like he's illegally allowed. Right. All this business.
Right.
Everything else will go into the trust.
And trust.
So you could fact check, but I think I read somewhere about this thing. The campus is going to be in RTP, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They've got like a bunch of acres of land that they're going to build in RTP. Yeah. How soon do you think it's going to be? Are they hiring now? Like, how soon is this going down?
I give it 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years?
I give it 3 to 5 years. That's just my opinion.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they have, unless they could go out here and just buy like the old Pfizer building or Glaxo.
Well, like I said, they already have the property. I think you'll have to start now getting the permits to build and contracts
and all that shit. That's like
stuff.
That's 2 years in itself.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I give it 3 to 5.
Yeah.
So,
but it's coming.
It's coming though.
I think with that 3 to 5, like I think in the next 3 years, just with the way that the pandemic went, and like, first of all, I'm proud of our city just in the way that we handled it as a city in comparison to the rest of the state. But like, I think just in the next 3 years alone, because everybody's been inside for so long, that like a year from now, business will be back to like the next 3 years are going to be pretty awesome, just because people, they're going to want to spend money.
Right.
And they're, so by the time they actually get here, maybe
I mean,
that's like what Justin was saying, like making sure we can put our people in the room and have strategized so that the money comes to our community, and we can be, like you said, like in Atlanta, where we have an affluent Black community that is large.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's a dope thing. Like we, you know what I'm saying, we can't be Mayberry forever, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know what I'm saying, we can't be a small mid-major city, you know what I'm saying? Because we're like a small city even in the state of North Carolina. It's just that Durham is chock full of dopeness, you know what I'm saying? It's just really we're the dopest city. Like it's like us in Asheville. It's like Asheville's like our white cousin. It's like, we seriously, and it's just like when it comes down to like just being a dope ass city just to be dope in, like it allows you to be dope. So
the thing is, both Asheville and Durham have huge arts communities, huge arts hubs, and other people from other artists from major cities come to these places to take advantage of that. And like when I say arts, I mean like all the things that relate to it, nightlife. Asheville got a bunch of breweries, Durham got a bunch of breweries. That entire community. So Bishop, you ain't wrong.
Artsy hipsters,
you know what I'm saying? Vibey. Let me put on a button shirt with these khaki cargo shorts. You know what I'm saying? That are way too tight and some Yeezys. Some Yeezys, man. Like, now we ain't got nothing about Yeezy, but let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the fact that we must acknowledge.
I thought you said something else.
What you thought I said?
With a G.
Fact. No, I didn't say that. No, I'm not. I'm not. No. The fact.
Please don't get Bishop canceled, bro.
Don't get our shit canceled because they will cut me the fuck off. I did it once.
We did. That's why I was like, I thought that's what I was looking at. I was looking at you like, okay.
Excuse my biggest black lips. But we gotta talk about the fact that they are saying that my man Sam Wilson can't fight. It's a whole article that I read that said that Sam Wilson cannot fight. And since I read the article.
All right, who is Sam Wilson?
Sam Wilson is Falcon from the Falcon and Winter. Have you watched the series? Sam Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Have you been watching Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I haven't. I'll be honest. I'm not a guy that
I can't knock you because I ain't even know who Sam Wilson was. I haven't watched it. No, I can't. We can't give the guest the
motherfucking button on it.
Look, I ain't even know who Sam Wilson was. I thought you was talking about a real person. That's why I was like, who?
Yeah, we like the nigga downstairs. Yo, the nigga on Fayetteville, Sam Wilson, nigga can't fight. Let's talk about it.
Who is Sam Wilson?
You know what the fro? He hang with the nigga with the fro to do the paint.
He rolled with Jingleheimer.
He was, with Jingle. John and Sam be hanging together. John can fight, Sam can't. But nah, so they're saying that Falcon can't fight. But you are familiar with the character of Falcon that Sam Mackey that plays or whatever that.
Yeah, it's like Black Captain America or something like that, right?
Right.
He is Captain America.
He's Captain America. Don't call him
Black Captain America.
He's our Captain America. You goddamn it. We don't differentiate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I read a little bit. But I don't know. I haven't watched the show. So
he's the new Captain America.
But you're not gonna sit here and talk about like he speaks so well for he's one of the good ones. It's very articulate. That's how Brad tried to hit my man.
Oh man.
Like,
I didn't say all that. Hey,
I read between the lines.
It was like when like that one episode when they was like, "Oh, Black Falcon." He's like, "Nah, it's just Falcon."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Are you black kid or just
are you
kid?
black? Oh yeah. He was like, "Are you black kid?" He was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." Like,
I guess that makes me Black Brethren, right?
Right, Black Brethren. Yep. So Black Brethren. So they were saying like, but you've seen some of the you've seen Marvel movies and stuff like that when he's been in them.
In the past, yeah.
Okay, in the past. Okay, so so you've seen? Yes, you have.
No, he hasn't. No, he's lying.
He like, man, maybe it was. I glanced at. I've been too busy.
The past when I was 15, yeah, sure.
Oh no, Brad, me and you the same age. I'm talking about these new Marvel
15.
movies. Like, yo, I'm talking about. Okay, so basically,
movie 15. You gotta get
listen. We gotta get him his lying ass. Get his lying ass out of here.
You're about to bring me. You're about like the Apollo.
Listen, it's like this. We could do this show. We could do this show by ourselves if we want to lie to each other. You know what I'm saying? Let me give the disclaimer so you understand. I answered the question correctly. Okay.
I am not one who follows Marvel comics and shows.
Okay.
Pretty much at all.
All right, gotcha.
So I know like certain Marvel things from when I was younger. Okay. Like I know who the characters are from video games and stuff like that. But I've been out the game easily 20 years.
So you haven't watched
Panther? You haven't watched none of the movies.
I did watch Black Panther.
I know your black ass watched Black Panther. We would have took your card away from the Black Brother. He couldn't be walking around the streets calling himself Black Brother. Yeah. I watched Black Panther.
I ain't gonna front. It took me a while. I was late, but
okay.
I watched.
Cool. All right. So basically, what they did every fight that that Falcon got in, he's getting his ass whipped. Now, to be honest, he's an airman, so he's not really the hand-to-hand combat guy.
You saying niggas in the Air Force can't fight?
What I'm saying is, niggas
big little brother. He saying your bitch. He saying you ain't got no hands.
Now I got to call this. Yo, and see, we should not understand it. Now I have to call this nigga and stand on that shit. I'm like, yeah, I called you a bitch. Right. And then he call him a bitch, but I got to stand on it now because it's in the ether. It's in the ether. You know what I'm saying? Now, fuck you in your couch, nigga. That's who I got to be. Because that's the type of older brother I am. You can say anything. Yeah, he called you. You damn right I called you that. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Fuck you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't flying up here from Miami to come fight me, nigga. Shit. You gonna
say that now?
He gonna fly up and you gonna see these goddamn. You gonna see these your nieces and nephews. Actually, you gonna see these nieces and nephews.
He ain't gonna bring it up. He just like, yeah, you remember that show? I was watching that. I seen that replay.
Because if he says it, just I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna absolutely stand on it. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm like this, like, and I ain't even say it, but I'm like, yeah, like I did, like, yeah, nigga, you bitch ass nigga, what's up? What's up?
Oh man, you
see?
Don't,
that's
that. Well, I hope you don't see him. I hope you don't see him on Veterans Day.
That irrational confidence. That irrational confidence on how you out here in the street sleep, baby.
Listen, B. Listen, look, I'll scratch him on the way down. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
Right.
I got that nigga DNA.
Go give him a bump back.
On the way out. On the way out. Nigga, I got you. Can you imagine? Yo, hit him with that. He knock you out, and the nigga on the way down.
He's standing over you and just.
This nigga, you gotta hit him again.
Yo, that's disrespectful.
You gotta hit that nigga again. He do the blah, blah. Like I'll do that on the way down. I'll get knocked out and then hit the cat with the blah, blah, blah. You knock me out, but bam, bam, I touch your lips.
Let me ask you this. So the idea is that my man Sam is out here getting his ass whooped. Didn't Batman get his ass whooped every time?
Hold on. No. So what it is, okay, so this is like Sam can fight as far as if you just regular henchman. You know, henchman, right. You know what I'm saying? You go out there. The mortal man. Boom. But this is what I'm talking about. The only person, so this is who Sam fought and got his ass with. Crossbones, Winter Soldier, which is a super soldier. Ant-Man, which has like capabilities. Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? So these are his top 4 guys getting his ass whipped by, you know, and then and this Flag Smashers from the show, which took the super serum also. So I'm like this. First of all, you cannot compare him when you're fighting. The only person that wasn't on the list that was Crossbones, but Crossbones is a tactician. He was the dude that was in the elevator with Captain America, you know, when they was fighting in the elevator. He said, "What's going on, Cap?" He's an Italian dude. That's Crossbones. This motherfucker went toe to toe with Captain America, like hard body, like, let's go, Cap. You know what I'm saying? He might have had a couple metal fists, but he could throw hands. That's what he does. He throws hands every day. So I'm like this. I think that the article is unfair to my man's Sam, because you've seen all the movies I'm doing, and you've seen him get his ass whipped. But I'm like this. First of all, fighting Ant-Man, when a dude can go from this size to just the size in like 2 milliseconds, of course you're gonna get faded by those punches. You know what I'm saying? So and then also, when he's fighting Winter Soldier first of all has not only just has the fucking serum in him, then he got a fucking
vibranium
arm. Well, it wasn't
vibranium though,
but it was adamantium or whatever arm. I'm like this. You fucking fighting a cyborg. You know what I'm saying? This dude don't got no powers. He got a pair of wings and some Uzis.
That's it.
Which Kazi hates. Kazi's like, why they get a black dude Uzis?
You need something.
I feel like I get what you're saying. Like everyone that he fought, it's not that he can't fight. It's just his skill set is not
unfair.
It's
right.
They wear it strong. It's like this. Like, honestly, I don't care how good you can fight. You fighting fucking Steve Rogers. You know what I'm saying? The dude could pick up a car. Like, I don't care how nice your hands are. You're not doing nothing with that.
I mean, all he could do was fly.
Yeah, he could fly. He could fly, but he got the Uzis though. He could fuck around with the fuck around, nigga.
So maybe he should just fly away. That's the point. Like,
but
he's trying to fight cats.
You can't be an Avenger. Bruh, you in the Avengers now, bruh. You gonna fight. Gang all day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming over and tell you can go smack my man Justin. I ain't gonna fight you.
We need the Revengers. We need Avengers. We bring action too.
We out here for that smoke. We here for that smoke. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So unfortunately, the whole article is hilarious. So if you get a chance on why he can't fight, and Bradford, you can watch the movies. Just go and check the clips. It makes the shit way more hilarious. But yeah, because he do be getting his ass whipped. I'm talking about with it, but it's not his fault. Right. But speaking of how the Falcon and Winter Soldier, Brev, you can go into timeout on this one because you don't know shit about these events. But how did you feel about the speech at the end? Was it too speechy? Was it too preachy? Did it was it like the don't be the menace of society by drinking your juice in the hood and be like, message? You know, so you remember that. You've seen that movie, right, Brev? Okay, cool. I just chat to make sure I check your black card. But it was like one of those. It was like one of those.
Play black card revolt with Brev.
Yeah, he's gonna lose.
Brutal.
But listen. But like it was just like he got super preachy, and it was like the way they set up the shot was kind of corny.
Yes.
But the message itself, we can't argue with the message.
He ain't saying nothing that hadn't been said before. I think I like the messages throughout the episodes of the show more than I liked his
that one. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like this. But as people that are in the know, that are kind of woke-ish, I think they did it for.
Yeah, I'm kind of woke. I took a nap.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
We
yeah. but I think they did it for our allies that wanted, for the people that were on the fence or wanted to be allies and wanted to understand. He's looking. Look at him.
He looking it up right now, y'all. He like
nah. I'm looking at comments. People say, "What's up, Dean?" That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to answer comments.
I feel you. You look at that.
But low key, just so if I ever get called back, I'm gonna make sure I do some homework.
Yeah, right. No, it's all good. It's like you just got to Everything we talk about on the show, just go watch it. That's all. That's all you got to do.
And then if you do, you got to look. Next time you go on the show, we're gonna ask you questions. You get it wrong, we're gonna have you do the drums and make a tamale.
You got to make tamales and drums
at the same time.
At the same time.
No, but you got to be in studio doing this shit too. We're gonna have you right over here in this corner,
right?
By the fireplace. We had that shit on too.
Exactly. He got to do it like his finger hurts. So I got to hit him with the thumbs in the palm.
You know he be getting the head right.
Yeah. Right. That's that lunch table beat. You like, you know what I'm saying?
With the pencil.
Let me stop.
But yeah, so Black Captain America. Some people don't like it or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. I like the way that they brought Isaiah Bradley. That part.
Yeah, I like that ending of that. They honored him.
They honored him and everything like that. But the cool thing about it is his grandson. Is Patriot.
Yeah, he'll be Patriot.
And if y'all don't know about Patriot,
Young Avengers,
he is the Captain America of the Young Avengers. His name is Patriot. He's a black dude. He first did not have superpowers, but he got in a bad car accident. And then his grandfather gave him a blood transfusion. With the blood transfusion, super soldier serum, boom, he's out here, full on super soldier, kind of like Incredible Hulk did She-Hulk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So with that blood transfusion situation, but yeah, man. So, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Besides that one part, it was like it got a little, and then I had to stop myself. I'm like, he's not talking to me. He's not talking to the listeners of Brevin. He's not talking to anybody in Durham because we know what the deal is. Right. He's talking to the guy in Idaho that, you know what I'm saying, that loves, that doesn't know what to say or how to feel, and the right things to do for his black compadre, because you know what I'm saying, I'm not racist and I'm anti-racist, but I don't know what to do. So they kind of bundled it up in the Disney version, like, here's the message. And it was like, oh, that's what it is. How do you create terrorism? Well, this is what you guys did to create a terrorist. Right. And then you have to think about the reason why all these people have. So maybe instead of calling them the bad guys, maybe you're the bad guy. Right. Boom. You got as much power as the bad guy. You got much power, bad guy. Right. Make a change. Yeah. Brush your teeth and also wash your squash. I just feel like saying that shit, like wash your squash.
That would have been like a good segue if we had to sponsor. This sponsor is by Dr. Squash.
Dr. Squash.
Make sure you wash your butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
yo, shout out to Yang
sponsors, yo. we got these segues.
We got these
Look, high five on that one.
Boom. I'm
champion high fives.
Tag team champions of the world. High five. Point disrespectfully.
Yeah. Not just the city, but the world, Craig.
The world, Craig. Brev gonna be our manager. He gonna be like the manager comes down and hold the belts for us and shit.
There you go, just like that.
So speaking of so it's the joint. Did you know that the praying hand emoji is really a high five emoji?
What?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
No. So
it's really supposed to be the high five.
Look at my phone right now.
Shit.
That's what it's supposed to be for real.
So. All those, I'm sorry for your grandmother's loss.
High five.
Oh, that's rough.
Pray for you, bro. Pray for
you. Get well single, bro.
Right.
Yo.
Right.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So happy that nigga gone.
Yo, that's right. What they say.
Thanks for the birthday wishes.
Yeah.
High five. Damn, that joint, like the poop emoji is supposed to be ice cream.
Yeah, it's ice cream.
It's supposed to be ice cream. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was supposed to be soft serve.
Poop soft serve. Yeah.
That don't look like no ice cream.
It's supposed to be ice cream.
It's ice cream.
It's ice cream. Then they was like, "Fuck it, let's make it poop."
Just make it shit.
What was that's Mr. Hanky? That's what that is. That
no, Mr. Hanky was a hard-on turd. Mr. Hanky was a turd, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect Mr. Hanky. He was solid. This is soft turd. This baby poop. That's baby poop. That's on your emoji, man.
Yeah. That's dog doo-doo.
Yeah, that's dog doo-doo. Yeah, that's that blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like all I eat is meat. I don't have any vegetables.
Right, no vegetables.
Hey, look. Don't talk about me. I'm
that's how you be pooing like unicorn poop.
Exactly. Like, hey, look. I gotta what's them joints? Potty joints.
Yeah, potty joints.
Squatty potties.
Squatty potties. You got a squatty potty too, there, Brad?
No, none of that. But I will say this.
You pooping wrong, bro. Look, you need a squatty potty, man.
Yo, I heard.
You know what I actually wanted
to change your life.
the Mr. Toto, the bidet joint that sprays the water when you're done.
You got. Yeah, nah. So
I don't have one of those, but I want one.
Would you want one of those?
Nah.
You good, bro? No. I'm saying you'll do the squatty potty, but I'm saying what I'm saying. What you don't like the bidet? You won't do a bidet, but you tried. You don't like that aggressiveness.
Nah. Just give me baby wipes.
Okay, baby wipes. Yeah,
but
baby wipes.
Check it out.
I mean,
y'all remember this time last year when we want no toilet paper nowhere?
Right, you was washing your ass.
No, what was I telling you? I was
saying baby wipes.
Baby wipes. Look, I was in the military. I used to have to stay in the field for weeks at a time. Baby wipes. I got a lifetime supply of baby wipes in my garage. Every time I go shopping, I get baby wipes.
Like Costco style bulk.
Right. What I'm saying is
I got dude wipes, regular generic joints. I got them all. I just get baby wipes.
So when I'm gonna tell you this right here. Goddamn. COVID. I just got the shot too. Oh man. But so like baby wipes will tell you your difference. Like when you use a baby wipe versus wiping yourself, because you can think you clean, but that baby wipe gonna find it.
Yeah.
It's like nah, you dirty butt little boy.
Yes, Dean, we are like this all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, bro.
That's exactly why I'm here.
This is why we're here. Like we do get on serious topics and stuff like that, but guess what? It's just not. You know what I mean? We've got a lot of going on. It's some sad stuff that's out there too. But like Mortal Kombat.
Replay.
Did you like Mortal Kombat?
I know he ain't watch it.
Don't talk to Brev.
I worry about Brev ain't watch it.
I can be quiet. I'm fine.
Brev, what is wrong, man? Wait, Brev watches this show every week. Like from at least from I think Brev started like maybe at the beginning of the year watching this really hard outside of the times he's poked his head back in.
Right.
But listen. He watched the show. You watch the show every week.
You know what we talk about.
You know what we about to do.
You know what? You know what's funny? Y'all usually don't get to the Marvel segment till about like 9:30, 9:45, and that's usually when I cut out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You like the hard. You like, yo, let me give you my motherfucking black news. All right. Now I'm gonna go play the drums aggressively.
Being there practicing.
I mean, I'm just being honest. I'll be like, I don't know what they talk about. A lot of times I'll come back at the end when y'all pass that.
Okay. And then we already on the next subject. But yeah, Brev, you gotta, I don't know, because you might not be a TV guy. You know what I'm saying? So I know not some really. People. Yeah, so you like
I watch sports and since quarantine, I watch like trash TV with my wife.
Right.
That's like
that's so you can get the butt. That's all it is. I watch trash TV with mine just so I could get the butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I'm telling you, 90 Day Fiance is entertaining, homie. That thing,
like, man, they so stupid.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Let me show you something, boo. Let me show you something.
What was it? One of the wives from there that's on the. Yeah, she from Thailand. That's what she called it. The boom boom.
The boom boom. Let me get that boom boom. Yeah, man. Guess what? I am so glad that you know what I'm saying. My had 5 uncles, and I was born with not an ugly face. You know what I'm saying? Because like the game that I was given, you know what I'm saying, how to respect yourself and how to carry yourself has took me where I never had to make enough money to ever have to buy a wife from Thailand. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that I you know what I'm saying, that I was born in a place where the internet wasn't, that you had to still talk to girls. Like you had to run up to girls in the mall. Excuse me, when I'm saying girls, at the time I was young, so not calling black women girls, but you had to actually go talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You had to have your game together. And I didn't have game. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? As much shit I talk, I never had game. You know what I did? I just was me. I go over there. Right. I've gotten more. I've gotten more women and time of days with jokes than I've ever gotten with game. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With an outfit, I could you go get them jokes gonna get you. I'm gonna slowly walk you down, and I'm persistent. Right. I see. Oh, I can't get you now. I see you in 5 years. You're gonna be on your way down. It's just like stock. I play the stock game. Oh, you a dime right now. I'm gonna wait till you get 2, 3, 5 kids and get that $150 score. You're gonna be a nice 6. I'm gonna still slide up to it.
Solid 6.
I feel you.
Solid 6 with that.
I feel like any cat that's married didn't get married from game. That's not a thing. It's just not.
You do not get married. When I say this right here,
it's not a thing.
First of all, getting married, man. I'm gonna tell him as married men, and all three of us. Just was married at one time. It's like this. This is what they don't tell you. They don't tell you things like the poop crumbs in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you how to deal with her poop crumbs. Like if your wife has ever taken a shat and that shit was like, you know what, I want a divorce because it is something you are demonic, and then you have to deal with the poop crumbs. They don't tell you how to deal with the poop crumbs because you're like, who is this disgusting motherfucker that I flush the goddamn toilet, Janet?
I'll tell you this. One thing that I wasn't prepared for was like the hangry. Yeah. Uncles don't teach you to feed your woman, and that conversations will go way better when she's full. When she's
fed. But you get that when you get that after you stop lying to each other, though, depending on when you get married. You know what I'm saying? Because because if you went with your woman for like over 5 years, then you've been there. If you dated 3 years, you've been where she's at the hangriest. But a lot of times, because you always have that out, like when you're a boyfriend, she get angry, and your mind you can deal with it because you're like, man, I ain't got to deal with this shit. I can leave anytime I fucking want to.
That's right.
Now deal with that shit when you got a mortgage and shit, and you got to look at your bank account. God damn it, she don't want to make all the money in the house and shit because all I'm doing out here is playing drums.
Become Tamale,
doing comedy and doing and fucking around on Intelligent Ratchet with my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like this, like shit. All I'm here to do is give good dick and kill a bear if it comes in the house. That's what I'm here for. That's my job.
I will say I cooked the meals, so that was coming from a very honest place.
You want some of these tamales, girl? You want some of them?
Boom. You know what? Just because y'all said that, I'm gonna find the tamale recipe.
Find the recipe.
Figure it out.
We're gonna have the soup, the super soul food tamales and shit. It's gonna be
dope, mac and cheese tamales.
Stop playing with them. Shit.
That shit made me dance a little bit.
I know Toriano from River Soul. I'll give him a call real quick.
Yo.
Hey man, how you? How you do this?
Go straight down.
I promise I won't sell it. I'm not trying to compete.
I just want to pick up for myself, man.
Oh boys, the tamale, the mac and cheese tamales. But yeah, man, I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about. But
I don't know
how we got
Mortal Kombat. That's what you were
Mortal
talking about.
Kombat.
And I haven't seen it yet. Yes, you're correct. So y'all go ahead.
Don't worry about it. The movie was trash.
It was Mortal Kombat.
Trash.
You've seen the 95 Mortal Kombat, right? I know
you've seen definitely.
That was better though.
It was on par with the 95 Mortal Kombat.
How was the fight scenes? Because that's what y'all was talking about last time.
Excellent. They were short. You wanted them to be longer, but they were.
I fell asleep on the movie twice.
You fell because you didn't fight through the fight scene.
It was trash.
Why did you say it was trash, Justin?
It was just. I already have low expectation for Mortal Kombat. I'm not going to watch it for the dialogue or it was just when the storyline don't make no sense. Thank you, Lindsay. It's a trash ass movie. But when the storyline don't even make sense, like the movie got to make sense to me. Even if the acting is bad, at least I can be like, oh, okay, this is whatever. It just was,
they paced it. The pacing was trash. What it is, Mortal Kombat is not a movie that you look to. You have to look at it for this. I want to see the finishes,
right?
And I want to see the fight scenes. Everything, because everything is pretty much. It's just like a video. If you play the video game, it's just like everything is a setup. The fight scene. It's like. You know, if you ever play a storyboard on Tekken, like it's a fighting game, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to know these people's lives, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but we're gonna walk to here, and then they're gonna do some convoluted ass shit, And then the person's going to be on this side. Well, I thought you were the one. And then, no, I thought you were the one. And then they fight.
And then some bullshit ass fight. And then Kano wins. Like, shut your ass up. And it wasn't even a ref. He said it himself.
Right. But let's talk about this.
It's like, Bishop knocked me out. Bishop said, Bishop won. Like, what?
Right.
That's some old Bloodsport Chong Lee type shit.
Yo,
it was horrible.
But they did do some explaining about, for the people that didn't do, they did kind of like bring the problem that I had was the new nigga
with the gold,
with the gold
shirt. Who is he? Who are you?
This nigga got a gold Under Armour shirt as a power. Look at this gold ass Under Armour shirt.
I was like, who is it? And then all of a sudden, he getting his ass whooped all throughout this shit. And then all of a sudden, he could fight and beat up monsters.
Right, like, because he got his gold Under Armour shirt with some billy clubs. Like, you know, it was like
there's no way that shirt can be loose. If he has a gold Under Armour shirt, it has to be tight, tight,
super tight. It's like so. Okay, Brev. This is how, you know what I'm saying. This is how it is, because if y'all haven't seen it, you should get HBO Max. Stop being cheapskates. Okay, so this is how it is. So you know how on Mortal Kombat they all have powers. Mm-hmm. So they explained how you received your powers. So if we in a Mortal Kombat tournament, you have a birthmark or a mark that allows you to get whatever the magic is, so you can fight the other realms because they have powers and they come from magical lands. So, but you have to gain your power. You know what I'm saying? So no one knows what your power is. It's just that through the training, you know, enough pain, enough strife, your power manifests. So he's been getting his ass whipped the whole time because he's a late bloomer. You know what I'm saying? His powers ain't manifest because, you know, he has to be the late bloomer because he comes from the best of the Mortal Kombat, which is his great grandfather is Scorpion or whatever. Sure. Okay. So it's Scorpion's great grandson. So he don't get his powers because he got that privilege because he was already, you know, he's the champion of Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get my powers. I don't know my direction in life. And then he gets scared enough, and then he gets his power, which is supposed to be, I guess it's supposed to be an iron body or some shit like that. Yeah. But it looks like a tight ass gold Under Armour shirt. You know what I'm saying? With
sequence on
that bitch. You like, hey, look at my sequences.
Fish scales.
Look at my sequences. Yes.
He got on Aquaman shirt. That's what
nigga. That's what he had on. Aquaman shirt.
Aquaman shirt. That's what he had on.
Yo, Aquaman, let me borrow that. You ain't doing nothing with it. I'm just gonna borrow real quick. Right. Let me get these billy clubs. I'm gonna get 2 billy. This nigga had a nightstick and a.
Yeah, he had a nightstick like, with a poke on the
with a poke on the shit. Like, yo, and the fucked up thing about it is the weapons that he had 2 weapons and they didn't match. It was like one was just a regular ass nightstick and the other one was a nightstick that was like blades. It was like, why didn't you give him the 2?
Horrible.
I guess one was for blocking and one was for attacking.
No. Make it up. No. You know what? I'll go with that. But why not give the nigga a shield? Like,
you know what? I would have. No. That movie was trash.
Yo, like, listen.
Even though I didn't have a lot of expectation for it,
it was still trash.
It was trash.
I'm watching.
It was trashier than what I thought it was going to be.
But guess what? I'm gonna tell you this right here. Even though it was trash, when they dropped Mortal Kombat 2, I'm looking at it. Are you?
I mean, look,
you can do it for the culture anyway.
Right. Look, I done watched all 8 joints of Fast and Furious. I'm going to watch the 9th.
You got to watch the 9th one. It's just cause.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many times these motherfuckers can live. Now they're about to go into outer space. Well, guess what? They driving cars on Saturn now.
We in the soup now. We can't. They like. First of all, I know you watched the Fast and the Furious series. Okay. So, like, I don't know why. I'm kind of like you. Like, how do we get from street racing
to all of this
to now
working for the government,
like,
and saving the world?
Somewhere in there, it got believable. It's like, okay, we street racers. He gets away. We fuck with the cocaine dealer. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Then The Rock came in with his big ass vehicle. and they went to Brazil, and then
this is Brazil.
This is Brazil. Like, shut up, Vin Diesel. Don't try to say Brazil.
Family.
I am good family. I am.
I mean, that's
how
what
times
happens
can you
when
say family.
When my man go from being a criminal to turning into the police.
Right.
Right. That's how you end up there.
See, he mad at that shit. He like, yo, man, I like the old Dominic Toretto.
Yeah, be the criminal boy, man.
When should they have stopped? In your opinion, what Fast and Furious would you like to see them have stopped at? Like, wrap up the story, bro.
They
could have got rid of Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift for shit. It's like that one Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Like Halloween 3. Like it was just like it didn't have any connection to anything.
Yeah. But when you make a lot of prequels and sequels and things like that, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a hardcore Star Wars fan. I do love Star Wars, right? But like with the new movies, right? Like, man, at a certain point, it's like, man, at what point is it too much? And so, like, for me personally, like, I was satisfied at the end of Fast and Furious 4. Then they made 5, and I was like, all right. Right. And they made 6, and I was like, all right. Then they made 7 and 8, and I don't even think I watched all of 7 and 8.
But the only thing I will say about the Fast and Furious is that I don't have expectations. I just know cars are going to be riding and doing some stuff. So I can mind. It's no message.
Right.
You're not talking about culture. You're not talking about gentrification. You're not talking about police. You're not talking about anything. That's just a movie I could just watch and be like, damn, that car did a spin.
You would leave your brain at the door.
Yeah.
So in the same vein of what Bishop was saying earlier, that's what he was trying to get at with the Mortal Kombats. It's like, you're not watching it for substance. You're watching it to see fights.
But it's trash.
But you said the fights was trash.
Yeah, it was just...
So then, I'm going to watch it, but...
You're going to watch it.
This is corny.
And when you do it, and Brad, like, when you do it, we're going to bring you back on. We could talk about your experience.
It really looked like they did the same movie with slightly better CGI.
Okay, I could get with that.
It was the acting was hard, like everything was horrible.
Yo, like the fact that how they did my man's Jax.
That's always gonna be the boy from that other movie though.
Oh,
he's like, give me an ashtray, bitch.
Give me the ashtray, bitch.
That boy. He's gonna be that dude.
Yo,
like, all right.
And the thing is, it was like what did catch me was that they were cussing for no reason.
Yeah.
They were just cussing just to be cussing. Like, and it's like, it's a good time to put in a well-placed motherfucker wearing there, you know what I'm saying, fuck you or whatever you got to say, you know what I mean? But it was just cussing just to cuss. He was like, there, go up just like, you know, they could have said, what I'm remembering, I was like, oh, it just rubbed me. And I was like, man, you didn't have to cuss in that place. You didn't have to cuss in that place. It was like, yeah, go and get your motherfucking family from the motherfucking house. Like
he was like, it's like Samuel L. Jackson with, I'm tired of these motherfuckers
doing these motherfucking play.
Like everything was just like, you overdoing it.
You are saying like Jax cuss way too much. Like he just did. It was just like he didn't need it. He didn't need to do that shit. And honestly, the fact is, when I go back to how bad they did my man's arms. So he got his arms blown off. You seen it in the previews. Mm-hmm. But these niggas gave this dude the worst arms. Like, when I say out of all the robot
they got
arms,
bony and then all of a sudden just...
right. It's like they put the bone of you, like if you did a skeletal arm and just made it metal. That's kind of how they did it. It was like this.
So he got all this. He got all this. No. He got all this meat. And then the bone is sticking out.
And it's metal.
So imagine like my arm ain't got no skin, no meat. It's just bone, but my biceps still here. You know what I'm saying?
It was bad, yo.
So it's like you see all of this, and then it's just skinny ass bone.
How did they do it? It's like this. Imagine cutting your arm off and putting big paper clips in your arm sockets.
Think drumsticks.
Yep.
You know how the drumsticks got the meat and then the bottom part of the bone sticking out? That's how that looked.
with some hands,
with some fingers on.
So guess what happened when he got his powers? He grew his full-on metal arms. That's how his.
It just came out.
It's like his arms transformed. I was like,
so then he had forearm muscles in the whole deal.
It was horrible.
Wow. Good.
I'm gonna watch it. Oh Lord.
Yeah, man. Are you watching in Invincible?
No, I ain't know.
Oh man, check out Invincible on Prime, yo.
Okay.
It's a cartoon or whatever. It's a superhero origin story, but it is dope. Like the best thing I like about Invincible is how they do the title. I'm not gonna tell you any more about it.
Okay.
So they'll go through, like, you know how they do always on the pre-show or whatever. So they go through whatever the plan is or whatever. So the key word is invincible. So they're like, hey, Justin, if you get shot right now, will you die? And you'd be like, no, I'm not no good die. And they're like, why? Because I'm in. And then the title, they don't say the word, but the title pops up. It's like invincible. Like, it's that. I think that part is super dope, man. I don't know, man. I nerded up. I was real creative to me. You know what I'm saying? It was dope.
Hey, it sounds like I'll trust you if it's good.
If you see it, if you like, who did I put? I put El Bug onto Invincible. You know what I'm saying? She also put her peoples onto it. So when you put on, it's pretty good situation. So y'all should check it out, man. And it's like only like 45-minute episodes. You know what I'm saying? And you could binge them at this point in time because it's the 8th episode is coming this Friday. But yeah, man, check it out. Check it out. Like I said, when you see it, you're like, okay, what the Bishop put me into. And then you're gonna get into like you're gonna get into the first episode, and it's gonna get to the end of the first episode, and you're gonna be like this, motherfucker. I have to watch this show forever.
Forever, ever.
Like, the only show I was ever like that, like I gotta watch this, was Don't Fuck with Cats, that joined on Netflix.
Sure.
That was the only time I was like, yo. After the first episode, I was like, I gotta watch this shit.
Have you ever never seen Don't Fuck with Cats? Listen.
Y'all make me sound like a nerd. The shows that had me like that was like How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal and stuff like that.
Because you watch with your wife.
That's why.
You watch with your wife. You know what I'm saying?
But I was purely interested myself.
Right. Like, no, because you know what it is? We don't give those shits a chance because we out here looking at the cool shit. So, it's like, or the cool shit to us, I should say. So, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, but there are people that are fans because I've watched both of those, and them shits are amazing shows.
Right.
But it's like, you kind of know what you're getting into.
Right.
But no, with Don't Fuck with Cats, you think it's kind of, you seen the Tiger King shit?
Yeah, that I watched.
So you know how it just kept, like, when we first all watched before it turned, it was all these what the fuck moments. It's like, what the fuck am I looking? Like, what the fuck? And it's like, pulls you in. Cats is like that. It's like,
Don't Fuck with Cats.
Don't fuck with Cats.
The first 20 minutes, you're gonna be like, what the heck am I watching? What they talking about? You watch a little bit longer, you be like,
oh, that's disgusting.
Okay.
Oh
man, that's crazy.
That's sad.
Like, what?
And then the episode ends, and you're like, yo.
I gotta watch this.
Keep
this
going.
Is crazy. I'm telling you.
My favorite comment about Tiger King of all time. My boy Washer, he was like, "Man, dentists matter."
Sure do.
Sure do.
There's millions and millions of people out here watching it. There's millions and millions of people out here watching right now, like my man Justin. That doesn't have all, you know what I'm saying? He just lost his back teeth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just lost them.
Yep.
Like, first of all, I don't know no man this man's age with all his back teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got like, you got all your back teeth.
You got all your wisdom teeth?
No. I had to have them pulled.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I just got my right side pulled.
He just got his right side. He just got his wisdom tooth pulled. Like, yo, he didn't survive this long. He's a fucking superhero.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like never. I've never had a cavity ever.
Oh shit. Damn, that's good. You got cavity? I have cavities. Shit, I had a root canal.
I was gonna say I gotta get a root canal.
Damn.
Yep.
I've been fortunate. So.
Yep. Yo, fuck that. Root canals are not fun.
He just ain't been.
He ain't been to the dentist. He don't know shit.
That's it. If the doctor can't say I ain't got none, I ain't got none.
I mean, You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that?
Nah, I ain't never been tested because I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing. Would you say?
You know what's funny about that? My mom told me that my grandfather, her father, he would go to the doctor, but he never went to the dentist, and he always had good teeth. He went to the dentist once. He fought in World War II. He went once because he was in the army, and that was it. He lost one tooth his entire life to gingivitis, and lived to be like 94, and died with all his teeth.
Dang, that's great.
Except for that one.
That one. That's what's up. You know who's gonna die with all their teeth? Lil Wayne. Them shits is in there, be they glued on.
Oh yeah, got that grills.
Grills in there forever.
Yeah.
Because when you said that he had all his teeth, like I instantly just like, yo, his grandpa, his great grandfather had diamonds in his teeth. Like I just saw, saw like a mad grill and shit, like an old grill. Like then he took the one tooth he lost and was walking it was a chain and shit. It was like, I'm out here. I got my cubic. What's that right there? That's my molar B. You know what I'm saying? I got them all diamond out. Just popping them 90. Nah, man. Shout out to living the 90, man. Because we've lost a few.
Yeah.
That was a dope transition, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just took it.
Good transition, bad execution.
Bad execution. My execution was terrible. So let's talk about our friends at funerals, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you think about your funeral. I do, because I don't want one.
Yeah, I don't want one.
I'm not having a funeral. I don't want Brev. I don't want you to hire Brev to come play at my funeral and shit like that, because we ain't having one. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna be at the cookout at my homecoming. So he's gonna be making tamales. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll let you cook. You ain't drumming. No sad shit.
I can't play the congas and
you're not playing no damn congas. We having cheesesteak and shit. That's just what we gonna fucking do. You know what I'm saying?
No tamales.
And everybody gotta wear Eagles paraphernalia.
He gotta play something. He just gonna have to do old school. He gonna, like I said, we'll have a lunchroom.
You will get a lunchroom table.
And you want to just beat on the lunchroom table.
And get
motherfucking ciphering and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the fold out joint.
I'm gonna spit all your old rhymes. I'm gonna battle all the dudes.
I'm with it.
Give me a candy corn. I can't be bothered.
There you go. I'm with it.
That's solid. So, speaking of the funeral, so they had DMX homecoming, which was beautiful. They brought the bikes out. They had the
he was in a monster truck.
He was in a monster truck, red coffin, monster truck, and everything like that. But during the service,
craziness.
Yeah. That
I didn't watch it. I just saw like a couple little
listen
highlights.
I watched the video.
Jungle.
Okay.
I went and watched the video.
Our brother Jungle got up on here, and when he came, you could tell he came after someone else's speech, and he's been listening to these speeches and stuff. And Jungle thought he was within the inner friend circle. It's just you could be friends. It's almost, you know what Jungle was? Jungle was literally Little Mama jumping on stage with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. That's what Jungle effectively and equivocally did. I'm not exaggerating in my.
No, I get you. I get you.
So yeah, he gets up there. I'm also DMX's friend, and then just start talking about work that they did or whatever. Like I meant DMX was even 10 years younger than me, and we had the same story. And he was like, DMX told a story where, you know what I mean, his wife was telling the story how DMX took a pocketbook. I also took a pocketbook. Like, nigga, that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, who ain't robbed nobody that ain't took a pocketbook? Like, yo, it was just like he was trying to make connections with the most simple shit. Trying to
he breathed there too.
Fucking A. It was like you wasn't friends when you don't have you weren't as you. It's kind of one of these things. It's like how I'm Brevin's friend, but he's not my friend. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Like you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm friends with him. He just tolerates my presence. So it's like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm always buying him drinks. He had never bought me a drink. It's one of those situations, you know.
So Me and you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That's what
wow.
Got you.
See, the shit goes. It's the reason why I can't buy you any is because I'm giving it breath.
Damn, bro.
It's passing along the same as paying it forward, just.
I mean, you'd be surprised at what you see in the music industry. You know what the key point, like the key way that you know that he wasn't who he said he was because when my man kicked him off, he was like, "Yo, they wrote me out the program, B." I was like, they did it for a reason.
They did it for a reason. like they picked, like they looked. They was like, "Yo, who we got left? We got Uncle Steve. We got Jungle. Man, cut that nigga Jungle off.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
put Kanye's choir in here.
Yeah, put Kanye with right. We got Jungle. Kanye choir just came through. Get Jungle out of here.
Jungle.
But yeah, man, it was like that's the wrong place. Like, and what it was, it wasn't like you said anything heartfelt about DMX. Yeah. He talked about DMX with him. You know what I'm saying? And how what it is this is time for you to tell that story, that one story. Like, yo, I ain't gonna be up here long, but I had to tell y'all this one story. Me and the ex was doing this, that, and the third. And he made me realize this, and this is the reason why
it's always been impactful to my life.
Impactful to my life, or say a fucked up story, and like X got mad, and the time he threw Chris off the roof, blah, Chris over there like, yeah, I'm still fucked up about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? But he was just like, yeah.
So did he just bum rush the stage?
Pretty much.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah. And this is also what was trash too. It was that. He had on a Steve Harvey suit. It was
a Zook suit.
Oh man, that shit was terrible. Hold up, terrible.
Oh no, yeah, my man was all the way tacky with it.
He said tacky. look at this shit. Hold on, I'm gonna show just in a second. But
that's crazy.
Yo, it was with the red lapels, man, and the nigga had the glasses on top of the head.
Oh man, Oakley's like some
like whatever the glasses. Well, you know when niggas do this shit right here, this old school as fuck. Man, yo, dude,
this is hit Jack.
Yeah, this is hit Jack. You know I do that shit. So fucking.
Oh man, but I said, like Drag On's joint was like, I seen he was just like, yo, I don't exist without this man. Like, y'all don't understand, or whatever. Like that's the only two that I had heard about. I ain't hear about anything else. And then I saw the little clip, everybody on the bikes, he on the monster truck.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy. Look
at that shit. That's the nigga. That's the outfit the homeboy had on.
Yeah, he looked like a cartoon.
I can see it. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's top five.
That's bad.
Like the white suit, black lapels, and the red bow tie, bruh. Wow. Bruh,
crazy.
That's Black Church Easter bad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is your uncle at your wedding.
Right? Yeah, I'm about to say he like a groomsman.
Yeah, like when you gotta wear some fucked up ass wedding colors. That's all that is. That's a fucked up like that's yo. What was your colors?
We didn't have a wedding.
Oh, okay. What was your colors, bruv?
So I'm actually married for the second time. I didn't have a wedding with my current wife, but my ex-wife, we had a wedding. Our colors were like cream and black or something. It was real kind of. It was more standard
shit. Okay, cool.
Okay. When we like me and my ex-wife, we did a vow renewal joint. She wore a black dress. I had a gray joint. And I wore black. We was at a funeral.
At a funeral, you know what I'm saying? The death of our individuality.
It was the death of us because we divorced not long after that.
We knew these motherfucking vows. I love you. They were like Jax or Mortal Kombat. I love you, motherfucker. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm
gonna tell you, it was so bad when we was doing the vow joint and it's time her to repeat it. She was like talking low. I was like, "Hey, you sure?
You sure?" Wow.
I was like, "You sure? We can just eat,
right?
We can just eat." You was saying you wanted this. You know what I'm saying?
We got to renew. I did this shit because it was on your shit.
You know
right?
I love you.
Me.
I love you, motherfucker.
That's one of them. You sure? If so, say it with your chest.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
nigga, you know, like let me know before you should have let me know you ain't love me before I spent this motherfucking money on this shit.
Right. I had to pay for catering.
Like, Like because if I don't know, like
no, my joint was ghetto as hell. We did the joint Tobacco Road. We was in the room where they be watching. We watch the game. I like, look, we gonna have a big party here. They was like, all right. I told everybody, look, y'all want to come? We gonna have dinner. Y'all got to pay for your own food. Everybody was like, all right, cool.
Wow,
or whatever. So that's what it was.
Hey, man.
We just stood up and was like, hey, you want to do it? She said, yeah.
Until we get this new affluent black Durham like Atlanta that we talk about, that's when we can be renting out full restaurants.
I don't believe in places. I don't believe in them. Don't spend all that money on that bull crap.
Listen, man, because that's right. I didn't know just during my wedding, man. But man, we got we rented our Bay 7.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we went. Bay 7, and then
that's good and expensive.
right.
Yeah.
You know how I know? Because I play in a wedding band and I done tons of shows in there. So yeah, you go ahead. You say right. I don't believe it. Sure, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
everybody else that does, I'm running their pockets. Like I got black Air Forces on.
Right. That shit was in
just 7. Have a barbecue and just stand out in front of everybody in the yard. You with everybody anyway. Like
Yep, that's all it was, man. Like at the end of the day, after they drunk all my free, because we had an open bar for the whole night. So
ring your pockets. Like,
them mugs. When I say these mugs drunk, like because we had both. So I was like, okay, we gonna get you Cirocs and all that stuff. But then I was like, later on in the night, when people already got drunk, we gonna use all the bottom shelf shit. So I got a bunch of bottom shelf shit too. It's like, okay, because after a while, you stop caring.
You don't care.
You don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
If I was to ever do it, look, 4 drinks, it's a wrap.
Right. Look, I'm having a barbecue. Y'all come through, and whoever's there is just there for the wedding too. You know what I'm saying?
We just gonna get married right there.
Yup.
Yo, I love you, motherfucker. I love you too.
Because the people that's there is the people that want to be there. I want the people that want to be there.
I mean, I'll go ahead and I'll be honest. We got married in court and plan to have a party at some point.
Yeah,
it's not safe yet. So when that happens,
so y'all newlyweds?
Yeah, we got married in October.
Oh, shit! Congratulations, yo! Hold
on. Yeah, shout out to y'all.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, yo, doing love ass niggas. Yo, doing love. Look at that. It's the 3, like for all the single brothers out there. This is the 3 stages of marriage. Looking at you right now. This is what it looks like. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you got the newlywed,
married, divorced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the fire right now. You know
There's more nuance. There's more nuance.
I know.
I've been divorced before.
Right. Look, me twice. But look, I got 2 under my belt.
But you got them. You know what I'm saying? You got everything. I only been married once, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And I'm holding this bitch together with glue and duct tape. But you know what I'm saying? But it's mine, goddamn it.
Magic tape or gap tape. That's the one.
That's what I'm saying. See, people thinking fighting for your marriage is like a sword and shield. No, you know what it is? It's motherfucking getting up every morning and making sure that shit is together.
That's it.
Just holding. I don't care how you got the whole. It's like having a bum ass car. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like your door falling off, but you put that duct tape.
Just make it home. Just make it home. Just make it home, Pearl.
Or what is it? You know, when the radiator leaks and you got to pour more coolant in it just to get it back to the crib.
Hey, that's it.
Some days it's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we can attest to that. So don't think it's gonna be perfect. Some days you got to put that coolant in the car, keep that thing running. Until you know what I'm saying? Because at a lot of times, if that's be the fun of time sometimes, though, because you like, yo, I got to hold on to this motherfucker, and you don't even know why you doing it. Like, you know, you should treat this shit. You just sit that motherfucker. Like, God damn it, I need it, have it. This is everything I got.
Tell you though, what they don't tell you is
hold on to this motherfucker, and I'm gonna hold on to it right now. You know what I'm saying?
As they say, the interest can be high on the trade-in. You might have to put a little bit more on the down payment.
Boy, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to come in that joint. But yeah, then you get it smoothed out, and then because when you if it's successful, you smooth it out, and then y'all can look back at the other joint, or you can say, "Hey man, we had a good ass run.
Yep.
I don't like your face no motherfucking more. Move."
Oh man.
Yo, if y'all, I got a comedy show coming up Saturday, man.
Yeah.
So, word.
I'm open micing right now. Yeah. I'm riffing, yo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
it.
Right there on it's a block party and comedy show on Driver Street. between Driver and
dope.
Yeah, so yeah, just come out. It's you know what I mean. Just
I'm gonna boo your ass. Or...
Please boo me. I'm hosting the whole night.
I know. That's what's up.
You know
what's up, Allie?
Shit. Yeah, that's
Allie J.
in the building. Allie, we are not dummies. We're just not smart. Don't make fun of us. It's not right.
Look, I got my GED.
Shit. Double GED, dumb tech all day.
High five.
You see the double tech?
Ooh, man,
you can't.
Praying hands emoji.
Right.
2 prayers up.
2 prayers up. It's gonna be at 8:00. So the comedy show starts at 8:00. But get out there early because Molly is gonna be performing also. So you know what I'm saying, dope ass songster. I can't call him because songstress is for ladies. What did it call dude? Songsters? Singing ass. You know, I mean, he could sing or whatever. Got there with his shirt off and stuff, all that stuff for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go.
I don't know what they call.
Yeah, but I'm saying Molly, I attest to live singing.
He's still with Fan Biz?
Yeah, he's still with Fan Biz.
Right,
you know, that's Vito brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
I mean,
okay.
They can still break up. You know what I'm saying? He could, you know.
Nah, B, we ain't breaking up, B.
I'm just saying. That's why I was like, he's still Fan Biz. I'm saying that's what's up.
I want to let you know.
To Fan Biz.
I want to let you know right now, since we talking about it, if you ever get in your fucking head that you think you breaking up with Bishop Monet, you got sadly mistaken.
Look,
listen, all right.
I don't want to see you no more.
Listen, you can shit.
I don't like looking at you.
That's that glue. That's that glue and that duct tape you was talking about.
That's that threat.
I don't like looking at you.
The only part we didn't know is that what we were gluing and duct taping was a black Air Force.
Hey, wake up and choose.
Oh man.
Yo, so Allie's asking for the details. So you said it's on Driver Street. What's the name?
It's on Driver Street. So if you go, like, Allie, you got my
where the nest is.
It's on my IG. Brad, just follow my IG. I dropped it on my IG. It's like I said, it's a block party. It's gonna be on Driver Street, 300, the 300 block of Driver Street, and then it's gonna be outside. So it's gonna be outside and there, and then you could come out.
Driver Street in Angier.
Driver Street and Angier, the intersection of Driver Street and Angier. So yeah. So come on down. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the block party starts at like 6 or 4 to 7. You know what I'm saying? So and then the comedy show comes after that. So
all right.
Okay, cool.
I'll be there. I'll tell you, I'm right past. You ain't shit.
Oh man. Fuck you. I'll be there.
I'm being a bad. Hey, what's your name? My name is Bishop Monet. Fuck you, Bishop.
Like, damn, I don't think I deserve that shit. Oh man, but yo, we also lost Shock G.
Yeah,
man, that one hurt, bruh.
Yeah.
So I didn't really see. I just saw this the report that he died. What was it? COVID related?
I'm saying I don't know.
So
I don't know nothing about.
I didn't know he was sick.
Right? No, I don't. Right. So, and he might not have been. You know what I'm saying? Because someone just, you know what I'm saying, just posted a picture with him. And he was, I mean, like a whole video with him, you know what I'm saying, maybe a couple of days ago. So, which he looked healthy. So, you know what I'm saying, he passed away at 57. Whew. I couldn't find anything as of right now that we're talking about it. I couldn't find anything that was official cause, but that I would say was credible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get on and telling you Ratchet and be spitting jargon from
hey y'all,
two homeboys. You know he had gout. Look,
hey, that
gout.
That gout ain't no joke.
Ain't gout no joke, y'all. Oh man, R.I.P.
You know what I'm saying?
Sad tear face, high five.
High fives.
You know what I'm saying?
High fives to
praying hands emoji.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so RIP to Shock G. If y'all don't know who that is also Humpty Hump. And that was Digital Underground, you know what I'm saying? Which brought Tupac introduced Tupac into the music industry and everything, like, because he used to be a backup dancer for them.
Yep.
See, y'all don't know that. Y'all didn't know Pac went to the study dance in the School of the Arts. Some of y'all don't know all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
know your shit.
That's how you got Jada.
Yep.
Entanglement.
Before Will.
He said entanglement.
Right. I'm saying Will was like, I was intimidated by Pac. I'm like, nigga, like shit. I wouldn't been. Like you could be. That's little dick energy, Will. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Will fucking Smith, man. Fuck your gangster. Yo, listen. I can go to places. I can rent out Disney World, my nigga. Watch your mouth. Plus, I'm from Philly too. What? You from Philly? Will you don't let no nigga from Newark? You know what I'm saying? That's what you know what I'm saying. You don't see no Newark niggas come out here. You know what I'm saying? Do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Nah. Well, he was like he was in Jersey for a while, but you know
who you talking about? Will Smith?
No, Pac.
No, Pac. Oh yeah.
Pac. Mm-hmm.
I thought he was in Brooklyn and then moved to LA.
Nah. It was like
he was in Jersey.
He was in Jersey.
Okay.
Boom. It was like all that shit like that. If I again remembering correctly.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. That's yo. So we gotta stop losing. Black Rob just passed, and everybody's passing away in their 50s, man.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Like,
go to the doctor, y'all.
Please go to the. And that's the reason why we gotta have a hip hop union, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to make a hip hop union or whatever that people could. Why? So that way we could take care of the artists that blaze the trails for us. It's kind of like the NBA.
They're not responsible for themselves.
No, what I'm saying is right. But if you get them, if you unionize with the biggest labels or whatever, what happened is that people that contributed, like Muddy Waters, you know what I'm saying, people that were shitted on, you know what I'm saying, that paved the way for your ass to be able to rock or whatever, and people that you look up to. So it's almost like a voluntary type of thing. Yeah, you could pay into the union to make sure that our older hip hop heads are within our fraternity are taken care of.
Yeah, that would have to be outside the record companies because
that's what I'm like. That means that would
they don't care nothing about us, and they don't.
Right.
So yeah, we would have to control that money to control the narrative.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't care who
feel you. Right. I still feel you, but yeah, the way the industry's structured now. Yeah, I mean, even from before, it's like, we were talking. I studied jazz, right? That name was not what black people call that music.
Right.
It was called that so white folks could sell it, basically.
Sell it.
So, if there is to ever be some sort of union, it would have to be low-key kept under wraps, kind of. Like only we would know.
Right.
And we would call it something else. It'd be a GoFundMe for blah, blah, blah.
Right. I'm just saying for the fallen soldiers, man. Keep them healthy. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And but
something has to happen.
Something has to happen. I mean, and it's just like being freaking human beings. It's like, like at the end of the day, like people jumping on Puffy because Black Rob and all and the people that were around him and how their lives went afterwards. And I'm like this, is Puff Daddy maybe poisonous? Maybe, but maybe in some of those cases it's their own goddamn fault. Like we can't, like Shine's whole trajectory was thrown off because Puffy didn't take care of Shine. I'll take that. I'll take that Puffy did not take care of Shine. I'm not saying that Black Rob is his fault. And I'm not saying that motherfucker Loon is his fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like because Loon was out there selling drugs. And
he was kingpinning.
He's kingpinning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these cats made their joints. But I think that, you know what I'm saying, we got to look at it like, what put them in that position? And it's like cats, like when we look at it, it's like you think that you work with somebody, right? Because we all have best friends at work. You know what I'm saying? And then when you move away from that job, you don't talk to that person no more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was best friends at work. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all were co-workers.
Right.
Y'all might have had a good working relationship. And y'all might have, you know what I'm saying, had a budding friendship at that point. But it's no big deal because you guys went out for drinks every weekend, but you got a new job. You don't call that person no more. Like I got a new work buddy. And that's how the industry is too. It's like, I have to make it look like a family because I'm calling this because I have to market. I got to sell these fucking tickets.
Right. But do you think, I mean, at some point, I mean, you see the evidence. I don't say he did them wrong, but he made a business move that was more at his advantage off of their creative.
Right.
Talking about Puff, because look at the Locks. Even the Locks said, hey, he gave us, he jerked us on a deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, is that taking advantage? Yeah. To an extent. So,
but what I want you to jump in on this too, Brev. But was par for course, like with the record because we talk about Puff Daddy is starting Bad Boy. There's never been another Bad Boy, right? So and the only things that he has to look off is how the industry has been jerking people anyway. So you're like, okay, I guess this is the deal that we should put down. You know what I'm saying? Like if he like me, like shit, if I had a fucked up record at Giffen Records or some shit like that, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that same contract and copy and paste it and give it to Brethren. Like here, because this is the industry standard contract. You know what I'm saying? It's
but
up to
at
him.
What point and labels started doing it, was like, okay, we're gonna, because even artists at some point were like, nah, I can do this either independent or I'm just not gonna take this deal. They had to make it more successful for those artists to succeed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And benefit as well. Because it's a contract. You don't have to sign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think the concept that we lose, like for instance, I'll start here. Bishop, you rap, right?
Right.
So do you rap because you love it, or you rap because it makes you money, or a little bit of both?
No, honestly, I rap now just because I like it. Because I just love it. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the thing that becomes convoluted in art. And at that level, when you're talking about, Puffy's connection to Clive Davis is what spawns a Bad Boy, right?
Right.
Puffy is a staunch capitalist. We're in a system of capitalism. And I'm not going to go too left wing or whatever, but when you understand that the reason why Puffy is rich is because he made very capitalistic decisions in the times that he did, is it to say that maybe, people had negative experiences because of those decisions? Sure. But the reality is this business is cutthroat. This business is dog eat dog.
Yep.
They don't care about your feelings. They don't care. They don't really even care about your music.
Right.
They care about making money.
No different than
that is the primary and sole thing about it.
Yeah.
And it starts and ends there. That's not to say that he's not an artistic guy that took dancing and went to Harlem School of the Arts and did these other things. That's to say at that level of the business, and I've never met Clive Davis, but my dad has, and Luther was signed to J Records before he died.
Right.
So I'm familiar with how that works. That's about money. And at the end of the day, Puff did what was right for Puff,
for his label
financially,
right?
Not
That's
even
what
for his
label,
for him, for his pockets.
For himself. Right. That's what I was saying.
At the end of the day, so I mean, do I agree with it? Not necessarily because
but you understand it,
compassion, but it I understand it, and honestly, I feel more like now with what's that YouTube channel he got now, Revolt TV,
yeah.
That got all them followers and they're putting a lot of political stuff out there and trying to get black people to vote. I feel like now now that he's accumulated all this wealth, he's trying to give back in a more major way.
Right.
But was Black Rob a casualty? What's the guy, Sean? Was he a casualty on some level? I mean, that's what happens when you're on your way up.
Right,
and that's not to say that it has to. That's not to say that he couldn't have been more compassionate or like, how can you say, empathetic to those people in that time? But that's just to say that with the root being, I want to gain as much capital as possible,
right,
in as short of amount of time as possible.
It's all about scale. And I get it. I'm just thinking more so like, okay, let's just say I'll just use the Locks as an example. Like you know that where they come from. They're from Yonkers,
Mhm.
probably, bad situations or whatever. And they're looking at this as, hey, a way out.
Opportunity, yeah.
Opportunity, they really don't care, or they just gonna take it or whatever. No different than what Dave Chappelle was saying when he first signed with Comedy Central.
Right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? They offer me this amount of money. What am I supposed to do? I'm just a motherfucker from Cleveland. I got a wife and a kid.
Right.
This is gonna be more money than I thought I ever make. Right. And boom. Now he's like, I ain't got my royalties, the whatever. So I would hope now, like, Puff is like, all right, y'all. Yeah, I jerked y'all, but you know what? Here's all your publishing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whatever. Here's your masters for these projects. You know what I'm saying? And just go about it a different way now, or whatever.
And it really depends on, because
he could have done that already. I don't know, but I'm just saying I would hope to say that he did that now.
But and then we got to talk about this, like, and what I was talking about was like, because there was no other. The industry has never, during that point in time, was never meant to be compassionate. Like, we didn't rap compassionately.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody on fucking Bad Boys roster was like the upliftment of marginalized people, or let's be fair to each other. No, they were like, motherfucker, we gonna sell this music or this crack. Like, I could be selling crack right now, but I'm making this music. I shoot you in the face. You know what I'm saying? Make this money, Versace. I mean, and that was what bad, like you said, in the capitalistic. That's all Bad Boy was capitalism.
I can't necessarily say that, because when you go back, like, Big was signed to Bad Boy, and some of his stuff may not have been like conscious, but it talked about certain things that weren't.
But hold on, I'm saying as a whole. We talk about the album.
You overarching? They were appealing to the mainstream. Very
exactly.
Much so. Mm-hmm.
What it was Reaganomics at its height. It was beautiful. It was the fucking let's go make let's be Republican black people. They were, you know what I'm saying? They had that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it was that hustler mindset. It was saying that I'm it was saying that I'm the kingpin coming off the block. I'm the kingpin coming off the block, and I'm Scarface. I can do whatever I want. But instead of cocaine, we sold y'all music, and this is what it is. So that's all it was. All it was a drug game. Just on that way, it was just
sometimes the rap game reminds me of the crack game.
Simple as that. So yeah, Diddy was a hustler. Diddy did a thing, and it's like this. But we don't talk about Jay doing the same thing. Jay will step on whole industries. He will fucking come through Godzilla your shit. Now he's a billionaire. But but also Jay always said this though too. Hey, I'm gonna fuck shit up on the way up, but when I get there, I'm gonna make sure I come back and sprinkle some shit.
Yeah,
he's always had that message. So that's why I guess that's why Jay is not as hated as Puffy, because ain't nobody die on Jay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Dame Dash or Kareem died on Jay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? He wasn't annoying. You know what I mean? Diddy's annoying. You know what I mean? We've got to call it what it was. You know what I'm saying? During Bad Boy, take that. Man, shut the fuck up. What are you dancing? Stop. Stop. That's how he was with it. Like, Diddy, okay, do your thing. Stop. Sure. But he had so much money, he was doing dumb shit. So I think that's what it is or whatever. Like, I don't think we should blame Puffy. He's a product. He's the animal of his zoo that he was in.
Well, here's the other side of it. Look at it like this. People talk about Puffy, but nobody talks about, like, basically around the time that Michael Jackson left Motown, they lost pretty much all of their artists. And Berry Gordy, much respect. This is not, but my mom also was an entertainment attorney and taught law school for 35 years on entertainment law. And I read through some of materials and lawsuits and cases and things like that over the years growing up with that. And she was telling me about all kind of interesting 360 deals he had cats in. And at the time that Michael left, it was like a whole slew of artists all leaving kind of at the same time.
Right. So
does it mean now when you look at it, Berry Gordy globalized black music. People, because of Motown, people in China knew who were the Temptations, and this is like pre-smartphone, all of that technology.
Right.
So then all these artists leave. Now, is that to say that he's bad? Or you know what I mean? It's like, how do you? Because
James Chappelle said it's worse. Or like we said, Bill Cosby. We said the thing about Bill Cosby. Are we going to take all the good he's done and just throw that away because he's a dick? Because you know what I mean, it's a bunch of kids that like Barry Gordy put you on, and this is what it is. Record labels will not give you what you deserve. They're going to give you what you negotiate.
Right.
Exactly. So, and if you're not savvy, because I'm a capitalist myself.
Sure.
If you come to me and you say, "Hey, Bishop Omega, how much will you charge me for a comedy show or to come out and host?" You know what I'm gonna give you? I'm gonna give you X number. X number. I'm gonna give you 3 times what I'm worth. X number, because I'm gonna look, you want to come to me? Talk to me. Let's go. Here are the factors that you get down, and boom. Now, if you want me to host, that's what because I negotiated. Oh, you can't pay it? That's fine. That's fine.
Nah, that's Bishop, but I got this
no. But guess what?
Loan, man.
Right.
Oh, hey, Brev. All you gotta do is sign this paper, G.
Brev.
Got 1 cent of Bitcoin.
Brev. I got you. So you saying you can't meet the requirements for me to show, but you up and coming. You want to make your thing. Okay, I'll do your show. I'll do your show for that. But guess what I want? I want first refusal on your next 6 shows.
There you go.
So that's what I do is I negotiate the deal, because at the end of the day, if I take your Bitcoin and all that, and I say I ask for $500,
right?
I potentially now I can make, instead of making that $500, I got three Bitcoins or whatever, and boom, now first of all that's an investment for the future anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting my price on these next 6 shows from you. I'm getting just under my price. That I'm getting them, because the price that I give you isn't my final price.
Right.
That's the negotiation. That's my negotiation. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you 300, but all I want is 65. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your budget says 3, give it to me. That's a lot more. It's a 65 in there somewhere. It's that 65 I need for gas money. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas it's been some. I got some backdoor ass deals with a lot of people. Just because, nigga, I needed gas money. I host a show, let me get gas money, but let me do the. So what I do, I end up making double what I'm supposed to make anyway. Then I would have done this over time. It's like this. I would rather keep that money coming in, than get this one lump. And then, you know what I'm saying, I got to, no.
I mean, well, that's what they do with credit card interest.
Right.
It's the same deal. Okay, we give you this $1,000 right now, but we going to charge you 27.5% every time you swipe that thing.
There it is.
So we're gonna still make the 65 that we wanted in the first place, and on top of that, we locked you into a long-term deal. So
there it is. That's what I'm about locking cats in long-term deals. You know what I'm saying? And then that way, if I don't want to do it, I ain't got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're a paid job. You're like Uber. If I want to turn the app on, I don't have to. That's how you should negotiate. So that's what I'm saying. That's negotiating the deal. That's negotiating. And what cats don't realize, like, nah, Puffy, I don't want that $1 million up front. Give me 250, but I want to be on this joint. I want to be paid for this shit from the rest of my life to my 50.
Right. I want to own my master.
I want to own my masters. What's up? Give me 250 in my master.
Who was that?
Fat Joe talks about that. He signs people to his label. He was telling rappers to come with him because you own your master when you deal with me.
Yeah.
And that's like he's on he said it on Vlad TV or something like that.
I think it's on like E1. But no, who did that? Jason Weaver.
Oh yeah, that was on Vlad too.
They were going to give him $1 million or no $100,000.
I thought it was like $2 million.
It was $2 million. It was like $2 million. It was $2 million for just not to own this.
Okay, $2 million, and then I think they took like 100,000.
Right.
They took like 100,000, 200,000.
And now he gets and then the rest was all royalties or whatever. And that shit just still paying him. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that shit.
They still paying him now.
Now, that's what I'm saying. That's what
there's
remix.
Him. There's remix.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So the stuff's still selling.
Yeah,
it's like this. People are still. It's like this. The first Lion King is getting in some countries for the first time right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's people out here. It's countries out here still using DVD players. So guess what? They're just getting a Lion King DVD, or it's in their
it's in their rotation.
It's in their rotation right now.
Check this out. So a lot of the guys that played in like the black soul and R&B circuit, like with my dad, that are around my dad's age, ended up doing a ton of Broadway shows. The Lion King, right before COVID, had just closed, and it was on Broadway for like 20 years or something like that. Weaver gets a check every time.
Anything to do with Lion King.
He's getting the merch, all of it. The DVDs, when DVDs was a thing, Blu-ray, you stream it, you download it. There's now Disney Plus. He get a piece of that.
Cut my check.
Yeah, not just the song.
That was his mom. His mom,
his mom did that.
She was genius.
The movie, period. Anything related to he gets a royalty check.
Give me that check. That's why it was so important that when we talk about like paying college players and stuff like that, how when they use your likeness.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like because you're number 5 on the bench. And it's like they use your likeness. They might not put your name on there, but that's who I am.
But you know who it is.
You know who I am.
Right.
Boom. Can you give me my revenue? You know what I'm saying? And it's like this, and it is capital, and really it's a capital
because you're getting used in the school.
Right. So. You're using the school. My question is this right here, because they be like, but you got to pay all. No. You don't have to pay all student athletes. Don't nobody watch fucking field hockey? Fuck field hockey. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, at the end of the day, like, fuck your basketball team. If they don't draw, it's your football team that does it. Like, I'm one of those people. I'm like this because, like, first of all, hey, I'm sorry, Justin, but maybe you shouldn't be paying men's water polo. Maybe your tall ass should have been out there working out on the basketball court if you wanted to get this paper. You should have, you know what I'm saying, be a better basketball player. You don't, guess what? Then you sit there and you allow basketball to play for your fucking water for your equipment.
I mean, think about it like this. Like, it's funny that you say it like that because that's exactly what happens. You know, I think about, like, we keep it 100 right here at Duke and UNC, right? I can promise you a Duke football scholarship when players sign the paper to take the scholarship, to take a full ride to go there, is not structured the same as a lacrosse scholarship.
No.
You know, they're not offering the same amount of stuff. Same thing with a UNC basketball scholarship and a Duke basketball scholarship don't look the same as the soccer teams.
Nope.
That's not. So why wouldn't you add a provision if you got a McDonald's All-American top prospect coming out of high school? Why you don't add a provision to where they make money off their name and likeness?
It's that easy. Because what I'm saying is right here. No, put it in all of them. Brad, say, hey, if we make money off your likeness,
then
boom, you get paid.
Right.
That because what it is it fair? It's absolutely fair. Because guess what? No one cares about lacrosse.
Right.
We're not selling lacrosse jerseys. Their EA Sports ain't like, yo, UNC lacrosse. No one's getting that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
If they are, it's not at the same rate that they are
but I'm
everything else.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that I'm not talking about pay rate because it depends. But if that motherfucking UNC lacrosse goes triple platinum,
exactly,
pay them motherfuckers that shit. If they get hefted, if the lacrosse team for that year got paid more than basketball, so
it is
what it is. But it's fair. It's fair coming in that if we use your likeness,
so performance based,
not even performance based. It's kind of like this. It's like if we use your likeness, if someone wants to come in and they want to use the lacrosse players in their movie, you know what I'm saying? So that way,
or posters
or something like that, then yeah, you get paid for your posters. You know what I'm saying?
If you buy a jersey with my name on the back, I should see a check from you.
I should see a check for it. I should see a check for it every time. Because like you said, we all got fans. So if everybody wants the Justin Speedo, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, I want number 11 Speedo or whatever. High five for being number 11 for the Speedo.
No, you forgot. What's my man with the golden Under Armour joint? from the movie.
Right.
Yeah, if you want the golden
I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. We don't even know his name.
Won't know his name.
There you go, my man with the Aquaman, Aqua Gold Man
shirt.
Aqualad
shirt.
Oh, Aqualad ass.
Yeah. He should get a check for that though. That's real talk.
He gets a check for, like I'm saying, if you know what I mean. And I think that all the children should get checks for it. You know what I'm saying? Pay these.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. If they're old enough to go to the army, they're not children.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That's the thing that bothers me the most. I would understand if these kids were in high school, and even then, like one of my nieces is like a child model from magazines. She charges more than I do, and they live up in the northern New Jersey area. She's been in a ton of baby magazines since she was like 3. They have a trust set up for her. That will pay for her college when she turns 18, that she will be able to access. So it'd be one thing if the argument against the NCAA was about kids younger than 18. But I'm sorry, if they're able to go to an adult jail, if they're able to go enroll in the military, they should be able to be paid for their name and likeness.
They should be. They should be.
You got to make the decision. It has to be across the board.
And it's like this. We're going to education. Fine. This is the trade-off is this right here. I'm coming to your school to get an education, but I'm also making you money. So as I'm making you this money, break me off a piece. Because because guess what? I'm making the Kit Kat. I'm putting the chocolate on the motherfucker. Let's get it. Yeah. Give me my motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. Give it me. And no, I don't want no trust. I want to be able to go out there and afford my jersey in a store.
Hello.
I want to be able,
or maybe get a sandwich when we're off season.
Right.
You know, did y'all ever watch the that Fab Five joint that they did on ES? Yeah. These cats was, after the season was over, my man was in the gutter back. He was back in the trenches.
Yeah. Yo, B,
it won't none of the pretty stuff you saw on TV.
Check out Last Chance U, the basketball season.
Yeah. What's that? Last Chance U. Last Chance U. They normally do like a football. It's by JUCO. But you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because you look at the Fab Five and you look at JUCO kids. That's junior college, only 2 years. And you know what I'm saying? You can agree that the JUCO schools do not have that type of pool. Right.
But those players are the same players. They're all living like they're living. You talk about like me and Justice 6'11" and fucking 6'5" or whatever we are, and we in Intelligently Ratchet Studios, and this is where we got to live at in a 1-bedroom. It's like 6 of y'all in a room, and y'all giants. You know what I'm saying? It's like these cats. They don't realize that how much they struggled to try to do that, man. So yeah, pay them. I say pay them. You know what I mean? Like, if they perform, if you want to write it in somewhere where if you meet this percentage, then we'll pay you. You know what I'm saying? A revenue, then we'll pay your players. Or if the people just come in and start using you, or if you give these people something, because it's like this, like you don't let them work, you don't let them go get jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, the calf closed at a certain time,
right? How are they supposed to?
They want to protect their investment, but you're not making an investment in your investment.
Right.
No.
And then these same schools, like, I ain't no athlete. I ain't got no athlete money.
We can tell.
But yeah, there you go. Right. You can see the paint.
Right.
Like, I don't have athlete money, right? But and shout outs to my alma mater. I love them. But Central hitting me up with emails all the time asking me to donate.
Right.
Because
you got the money to do that shit though. Like, even though you're not an athlete, you get athlete money because you got, you know what I'm saying, you got the slate wall with the paint. You
get what I'm saying. When these cats go pro and all of this, those the first people they reach out to.
Right.
To go, hey, why don't you donate to our university? It's like,
we'll name the library after you.
Right. But you ain't paid me no money when I was there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And maybe what I'm saying is this, Brad, because you talk about loyalty. You're buying loyalty at this point in time. Yeah. If you're telling me as a college kid, right, that I can now have at least $1,000 to $1,500 every 2 weeks or a month while studying and everything like that, and I make it to the league. See, when you gotta talk about loyalty, because what you have just done, this is my capital mind thinking, what I have just done by paying you those pennies off of the billions I'm getting, if I pay you those pennies, I have now brought your love because I helped you during the time that you needed your help. Now when I come back, you know what it's a warmer feeling. It's like now it's not fuck Bishop Omega University. Oh, at least they kept me afloat. I was able to buy a car. I was able to do kid shit. Now you're a grown man because when I tell you this right here, you know, if I helped a kid out when I worked in the clothing store, guess what? That's things that people remember me for me 15, 20 years. They remember me. Hey, remember that time that you did this right here? Oh, yo, this dude used to hook me up, used to argue with my mom, and it's got me to right. And those things stick in those kids' memories. And then when you go on in the future, and now you got people that you got a connection with, you know what I mean? Now I can walk in certain clubs and not have to pay because the owner of the club you know what I mean? He remembers when he was 16 years old and I used to hook him up and I used to have him go down, get his sneakers and come back and I match his outfit. Little things like that. I do this with everybody. But because I make it, I say, hey, man, you go do that. And you feel like, oh, shit, this is my personal concierge. You know what I'm saying? He's giving me something that nobody else in the store gives me. You know what I'm saying? Bring me one of them sneakers out. I'll lay you 4 or 5 outfits out. This shit blows their mind because they're not going to Gap and they're not getting that type of service. They're not going to, Limbs and not getting that type of service. So it's that little thing that don't sweat off your chin you enjoy doing. Now you got loyalty. Now that loyalty comes back. So now when they call you, like if Central was paying you, let's talk about that. Central paid you whatever you was doing or whatever. Like, yo, bro, if you're in the music program, we can give you a little extra $3,000 here and there. And then when they call you back, I'm like, you want to donate? The first thing you remember, I'm remembering when I ain't had no money and that check came in. Let me go ahead and send Central some money. Let me go ahead and send.
That's exactly right. You're exactly right. But here's the thing about like because most of the times that we're having this conversation about paying the players, we're talking about like NCAA D1 schools, right?
Right.
The thing about them type of programs, they don't need that. They got all kinds of rich boosters that already fund all they crap. And so they like, they got $1 million facilities. They got all that. So they don't need that loyalty from them players. They don't care. Right. That's why it's the way
That's why it is.
They don't need that. They like, we got a $2 billion budget every year anyway. So, right. I mean, I think about schools like, I mean.
But you don't, that's what I'm saying. But what they don't realize is this right here. They don't realize that the play, that guess what? If all those players, let's talk about like the last year's draft. Just okay. Or pick whatever.
Hey, favorite NFL draft,
whatever
is tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. Whatever. And I'm just going to use an example. But pick whatever draft class you want. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Put it in your head. Now, what I want you to do is take that draft class and pick some of your favorite HBCUs. Now, if all those players from those draft classes, from those D1 schools said, you know what, we're not going in here anymore. We're going to go to HBCUs. And I'm talking about that same talent. And they went to the league. And you got Hall of Famers and all this shit that come from all these HBCUs. Now it changed the dynamic. It's like, okay, now we don't have that money. You don't have that money anymore. Right. Because it's the players. The players at the end of the day, if you don't have a good player, then you're not Division I.
Right.
Unless you can recruit good players. Now we can agree that some of the blue blood Division I teams in any conference were at some point, and some of those have been Division II teams. They just lucked up and start getting good players.
And good recruits, yeah.
And good recruits.
I saw an article about that a while ago. Like basically, like there was some article that's saying like Bronny was interested in coming to Central.
Yeah.
Bron's son. And like, but that it was a conversation among like the players in his class that they would like, were thinking about. I mean, it was shortly after George Floyd. There's, this movement starting to happen which I am so support.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope it actually happens because, like we was talking before, somebody wave a certain type of money in front of you, and you feel like you're gonna get an opportunity. It's hard to say no to that. And
Right.
we all know that all the HBCUs are not as funded as much as the D1 schools,
right,
and are not going to have the type of facilities that they have.
But hold on,
man, if
there's more. There's more.
If they start getting the players, they start getting more TV.
They start getting money.
They start getting more attention.
Right.
They start getting more people in the stands.
They start getting to that. They start winning championships.
And those players, like if the HBCUs was like, nah, you know what, we're gonna pay y'all.
Forget about it.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's like you're big.
Hey, they gonna talk. Hey, we just gonna take this loss for the next 5 years. We're gonna start paying these kids.
Yep. And guess what? And by that 6th year, that revenue for that motherfucker. Exactly. When you're talking about when you're saying Central was in the Sweet 16. You know what I'm saying? When you're saying they're in the Elite 8.
And they doing it with the same no money they had.
Exactly.
When I was in school.
Right.
Because the coach is so dynamic.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good coach. Now you can imagine if you plug in a talent like Bronny. You talk about, you know what I'm saying? You talk about that like 1 year talent. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in and going. And I don't know. I think Bronny, I don't know if Bronny's going to be as good as Dad. But
I mean,
he's 6'2". He's only 6'2". So I was looking at him, I'm like, he could be about 6. But I think what he's going to do, he's not going to be that bruiser, but he is going to be something nasty with the handles. Like I believe it. I like this little game and shit. But I thought that was like the lamp. I thought it was somebody peeking over the joint. It was funny.
Man, the thing that I see with it all is that Bronny is a part of a generation, much like we are. Mm-hmm. And the difference is like, Bishop, when you and I were in middle school and high school, we didn't have Facebook and Instagram. We couldn't just DM somebody. Mm-hmm. These cats, from what I could tell, the way the articles made it sound is like they're having conversations among each other. Mm-hmm. And that would totally, like, literally, if like cats just started to just go to all HBCUs, if like a whole class, like the top 30 of a whole class just all went to Central, A&T, Hampton, Howard, that would literally change the economy of those cities. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about the best play. If one class did it, you're talking about the best players in the country.
Yeah, all went to
decide HBCUs. To all recruit to HBCUs. They will be. Wife will be breaking in the hood trying to see them games.
What I'm gonna say is this right here. It's gonna be I like to think of it as the Michael Jordan Barons effect. When Michael Jordan got down to the Barons, it changed the whole aspect because he was like, "Oh, I'm not riding on this bus." He brought him a better bus, just because I have the money to do it. So when you're saying is that when you take LeBron James' son, Dwayne Wade's son, and Chris Paul's son, whenever he comes out, and you say these kids is going to HBCUs, LeBron and them, they're going to go down there. They're going to look at the campus, and they're going to say, "Okay, well, shit, I'm going to give you $10 million for the basketball facility."
And Bronny and LeBron ain't even go to college,
right? And
he already owned the school and all that,
right? That's what I'm saying. Brian is going to come in and wherever school Bronny goes to, he's going to go in that joint. About okay, well, we're going to go ahead and you said what? Oh, all right. Well, so we're going to just add new Google Fiber because he's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's saying $22 million to build the new facility and a stadium. And put my name on it. All right, cool. We out. And you know what I'm saying? And then you're talking about like, boom, he's just done that to make sure that his freshman year.
My son and my other son going to come here for free.
You have to go there for free. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Appreciate you. Yeah. Moving on. What else you want to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I would do. I'm like, oh, my babies go to this school. Oh, okay. Let's go there and visit. Oh, let's get you live in this? Let's bid them up.
Yeah.
So
right. Right. If you got that kind of money, you got that kind of flow.
You keep my son safe. I'll make sure at the end of the year y'all got another $5 million.
$5 million.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
We'll hit you with a better security detail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm saying shit like new practice facilities, which can easily be put up and everything like that. A new meal plan,
right?
That help. That just help out.
Yeah,
your son Brian, but that also makes the diets and all that stuff of the other players,
because they're going to be looking at that.
They're going to be looking at what I'm saying. They're going to eat that same food too. They're going to be going those same weights. They're going to be using that same technology. And I don't care who the fuck you are. If you get the Ivan Drago treatment, you're gonna be able to do some shit that no one else can do. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to come in and play. So you know what I'm saying. And that's going to make that team, especially with a good coach, that team that much better. And that's going to push that team into like what was it? Was a Florida Coast where they just came off like they school was on the beach. Like you could walk outside and they just came in and they just ruining niggas. They was just like, yo, these mugs could just. It was all they had was a bunch of hoopers, and they propelled. And now you look at their school now, it is crazy. They because they got so many notoriety off of that 2 to 5 year stint when they was just in there fucking shit up.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people want to go there. I want what? Like, I didn't know nothing about those guys.
Was it Florida Gulf Coast?
Florida Gulf Coast.
I remember dudes was coming out there.
Yeah.
Looking like the monsters from
Space Jam. He was like, who are these guys? They dunking and crazy. Like, they was just hooping. He's in the tournament. You like, I ain't never heard of this school.
Right. Who is these guys? Like,
I'm sure that's how they felt about Central when we first made it to the tourney.
Yeah,
like who these North Carolina barbecue eating mugs?
Right. But we're here now. Like I'm saying, and now when you're consistent, but that Florida Gulf Coast, them motherfuckers came out that once, and they was like this. It was like just 1 year. They was like, oh, we got in, we snuck in. And let's go ahead. And they it's one of those situations where they forgot who they were.
Yeah.
They forgot that no, you're not supposed to play this well. It's almost like one of those things where they didn't have a switch in their mind that said, don't believe in yourself. This is the part where we need to be scared.
Yeah, like, that's the irrational confidence we be talking about. Like it's not even that they forgot where they were. They did not care where they were.
Right.
They was going in. No matter what.
Let's go. We got the talent to hoop, and what people you know what I'm saying, they were sucker punching the bullies, and then they realized that, oh shit, we really got to play against these dudes.
Right.
And then when you play against them, they already on that momentum shift, so it doesn't matter how good you play with them.
They hit the NOS.
Right. They just gotta wait till they die out. You just gotta wait. The XP points is too far ahead.
Exactly.
Your XP points is too far ahead. You're not gonna win these slots with these cats. Oh,
hey,
man.
I got a question because I'm gonna have to get out of here in a second. But yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Is it allowed for the guests to ask about a certain topic?
Man, go ahead, bro. We just having a conversation.
So what y'all think about this? Apparently, I think it's May 8th. There's a versus between SWV and Escape.
Oh, good job, because we were talking about that anyway. I'm glad you brought that in. Yeah. So I feel it's, and you know what? I used to joke because I'm showing growth. But I used to say SWV and Escape were the two ugliest girl groups per capita. Outside of like Candy and you know what I'm saying, the peanut butter, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, Candy looked kind of good to me, but you know what I'm saying. But now that they're older, they've grown into their strangeness. But yeah, man, I'm fucking with it. I think that this is a perfect versus.
I mean, it's a decent matchup. I'm not necessarily checking for it,
right?
But
if you
I didn't watch the last versus, so I'm not biased. I'm not saying I'm not checking for it because they're women. I'm just not checking for it,
right? Because you just don't like versus. No, you know, like because you missed the Red and Meth joint. Did you go back and watch it?
I told y'all before, I'm not a Method Man fan, so I wasn't
really.
For it.
I'm
just not.
Why?
You just don't like Method Man.
He's had some. Don't get me wrong. I
never
just
smoked to you.
Man.
You know what it is? Fair. It's like this because Method. If you don't like the cliches that Method Man always uses, then you're not.
Don't get me wrong. The singles that he's had, you know what I'm saying, hit. Like I'll play them. Right. You know what I'm saying, but
it just wasn't your cup of tea.
No, just one.
But do we agree that Method Man's Lemon verses is probably has to be verse of the year though?
Don't know. Didn't listen to it. It's Method Man. Not interested.
You listen to Conway the Machine, don't you?
Yeah.
It's on the Conway joint. You got.
I still listening to Benny. Benny, the favorite. Like I'm still listening to. You know, I met the plug one, like the first one.
So
like,
you still
like I take my time and digest music. You know what I'm saying? Like I be hella late when stuff. I'll listen to it like just to like all right, but let me still listen. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, trust me, I get it.
Yeah, you by anyone do shit, you should know. You like, man, shit, I just got off this Herbie Hancock, boy. I mean, 1975 Herbie came. What you say? He got one coming out this year. Shit, I got to get.
It's funny because the only verses I actually watched, and I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched maybe like 45 to an hour of it. Was the Isley Brothers Earth, Wind, and Fire joint.
I ain't even watched that one. I watched highlights.
And I mean, I just generally don't watch verses.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just look on social media for everybody else's, right? So like the Red Meth, I see what people say about it. And then, I mean, just because art's not supposed to be a competition, which is a whole nother thing. But
I don't think they're no longer at the point where versus is a competition. It's more of a celebration. It's a concert.
I think what it did.
They're doing a show.
Yeah,
together.
And it is First of all, I mean, when it comes down to instrumentalist, I don't think there's a way. Well, there is. There's a way that you can battle, you know what I'm saying, to go into it, you know what I mean? But I think that there is a place of competition in anything that you do when you're doing
I'm just saying, like when it started out, because I started watching it when they first came out. So I watched, when, Swiss and Tim, came on as Swiss and Just Blaze, and then it was artists like Dream and Sean, whatever his name was, the writer boy. They were actually battling against each other. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But when it's hip hop, that's built into that culture.
Yeah. Right. Right. It's built into the culture. They're not battling each other. They're just playing their best songs. To me, the way the production is done now, it's a show.
It's a show.
It's a show. And they're celebrating each other because they're talking. They're like, yo, that's one of my favorite joints that you got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that no one's really keeping score now. Like, okay, now when Jeezy and Gucci were going, that was a battle to me. I'm keeping score. I'm not celebrating. Right. I'm like, Jeezy.
We here to see who got the. I forgot.
Who got the hits? You know what I'm saying?
The hits. You know, hit versus my.
What's the tally? Who has how many?
Who's keeping score? Like people were doing it. But any other time, it's like you just there to enjoy. You like both artists, and you there to enjoy it.
It's like the Ray and Ghost joint. Ray and Ghost is like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in its ways of getting into it, of course, like the Babyface and Teddy Riley joint was dope, but that was more of you know what I'm saying? That's peers talking shit to each other,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? You that's the one you want to play? Well, I got something for that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, even then, I almost feel like from those people are producers. Right. I feel like producers and hip hop has like just culturally a certain competitive energy that may not exist in like R&B and soul music, right? So like when I think about Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire, and like you said, on those instances, they're celebrating each other. I feel like it'll very much be the same with SWV. Right.
Yeah, because when I said the earlier ones, when they were, the two people were scheduled to go on Facebook Live, like I said, Dream and the one dude, they were battling. When Neo went on against the dude, the songwriter, well, they were like, okay, that's your well, I wrote some hits too. I got this. Right. You know what I'm saying? He busting out the joints he wrote for Mariah. You like,
right. Yeah, because like you said, because I can handle you a certain way because this is my baby.
Right.
And then, you ain't know that was my child, did
you?
You
ain't know that.
You ain't know Jesus. oh, you ain't know Jesus was my grandson. Oh,
yeah,
I'm just gonna hold that.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you got Mahatma Gandhi,
you know,
but you,
Right.
Jesus.
Like,
There we go. Right.
Like,
Exactly.
the Luda and Nelly joint, to me, they battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like certain joints, you just know, like, they going at each other. I'm throw a hit at you.
Right.
You want to throw, Jada and Fad. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
like,
But
I was ready for you, nigga. I knew you was going to have them hits.
But Justin, listen to the names that you gave. Like I
Right.
said, if you go back to the beginning of the cradle of hip hop in the Bronx, competition and battling is ingrained in that culture. And I think when you talk about the different genres, it doesn't hold the same. It's not the same energy. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean about like. Yeah, like you were saying, like the celebration with the Isleys and the Earth, Wind, and Fire, and even though SWV and Escape are very much
Hip-hop.
in a timeline that they're in the hip hop era, I just don't know that same energy will be there.
But Snoop and DMX joint wasn't a battle; that was a celebration.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Like they both rapping each other's songs. You see DMX fat as hell. He's sitting there, you know what I'm saying, jigging to the music or whatever. Like it was more of a celebration type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think they did that on purpose? Because
no.
See, I think they just
wait a minute, on purpose for what?
Well, DMX and Snoop were both popular
during that time.
During a time where it was thought by the masses that rappers from the East Coast and rappers from the West Coast were arch rivals. So do you think maybe to change the narrative and
no? Because what I would say is this right here, because we got to talk about who we talk about. We talking about Snoop and we talking about DMX.
Right.
From what we know about Snoop and DMX, you're not gonna make them do anything they don't want to do.
That's true. Very true. Okay. I agree.
So I think what it is just that what we saw with Snoop and DMX, where we doing a versus joint, but this is my man's. Right. Oh, I fucking because again, you in a room with another superstar. I just enjoy this man's music. I just I'm saying, like, really, I'm like during that time, like if you think about it, me and you, Brev, you know what I'm saying? I'm just enjoying Brev's music because during the time that we came up, you was the biggest artist on your side. I was the biggest artist on mine. So you had to hear my music. Oh, this is pretty dope. You get together, and then it's kind of like this. It's always coming to the point, even if that shit was going on back then, these are 50-year-old men now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, so we talking about, first of all, we talking about 15-year-old black men. You ain't gonna make no 50-year-old man do nothing.
Right.
You ain't gonna make him. You ain't gonna me and Justin gonna be saying, oh, this is the way you should. Fuck that shit. I've been doing it this way the whole time. I mean, no. Exactly. You're not gonna make it seem away with me while I'm playing my music. First of all, I'm doing this shit for free, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the point in time, it's like, nah, Snoop said, yo, come through. He was hospitable. DMX is a genuine dude. You show him his hospitality. Yeah. Boom. And Snoop is not gonna go out, and they OGs to the joint. So it's a place of like, you could be in the room with a cat that you wore with in the 90s, but
the thing was they never like really
it
was more like because when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know if that's a good matchup. But then I started thinking about the songs, and I'm like, if we started comparing the songs, like
then it started to
like
make sense.
You like, oh, that's a good little matchup because X gonna have these joints and Snoop gonna have to play these joints, even though he ain't play Sexual Seduction. I was still mad.
You know what it was? And but the crazy thing about it is like this: when you're dealing with like our legends and stuff like that, we forget about hits. Like we literally forget about all the songs and shit. And then when someone plays this, and then you're like, God damn, Party Up wasn't on none of the, you know what I'm saying? When DMX plays, like, yo, Party Up wasn't on Hell is Hot or the other one. It was on Grand Champion. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And I remember stubbing my nose to Grand, man, this is a corny ass title. I don't listen to DMX. That shit had hits on it.
You know, you start hearing, you be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that was like, oh, shoot. Or if someone plays a dope ass song, you're like, oh, sure, I wonder what he gonna play to even match it. You know what I'm saying?
Next?
So I think it just depends on the energy that the people are giving. You know, like I said,
that's kind of what I meant. It's not so
Snoop
much like
and
go ahead, sorry.
DMX, they weren't like battling each other. They just playing their hits and everybody's just rocking to it. You know what I'm saying? So you're not keeping score,
right?
But it's just certain ones you're going to keep score. You know,
because
what I'm
you want to see that. You want to see that competition. You know what I'm saying? It's like Red and Meth didn't make any sense to be
battle. It was a celebration,
which they could have,
right? Even with Ray and Ghost.
But they've been. It's kind of like Ray and Ghost and Red and Meth. It's like it's almost like they did too much work together,
right?
To even try to pin them. Because to me, my favorite Red and Meth songs are ones that they're both on.
Right.
But that's that's me speaking personally.
But like the Ray and Ghost joint, even though they was talking the jump before the joint, like I'm gonna chop your head off, I'm gonna hit you with this joint. Like I didn't watch it to keep score. I'm just listening to the songs. Like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Ray's gonna play Incarcerated Scarfaces. You know what I'm saying? But Ghost is gonna play Shashare La Ghost. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you just want to know when they're gonna play this. When they're gonna play. Oh, he got you on that one. It's kind of like what I'm saying when they did the beats and stuff like that with RZA and also RZA and Primo. That was a more celebration. It was just like two old heads got together and like here's what I got. I'm gonna throw this at you. What you got for this? And then
Jill and
So I mean, it's been places of that, but it's like where it's like respectful. But then sometimes you need that. You need the rub. You need the rub.
Yeah, so it's very few ones like I kept score.
I will say, when I heard about the RZA Primo joint, I was like not upset, but I felt like that should have been. And I'm biased because I played on a concert that Ninth Wonder put together that was Primo and Pete Rock. And I felt like if you were gonna do one, that was the one to do.
Man, that would have shut down COVID. Like, certain shit we wasn't ready for. Let's talk about this shit. Certain shit we just wasn't ready for. That Primo and Pete Rock. Concert? Listen, what I'm saying, that Primo and Pete Rock, right? Versus has to be now, where we can listen into Adobe 922 digital, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We could watch that shit on HTTV and project it into the moon. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got to be vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. Like, it got to be full vaccination before that shit happen because our hearts can't handle it.
Right.
Our hearts can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? If they would have dropped that too early, we would have fucking they could have dropped that Ron Isley and what's name early on. There was no way.
But I think they needed to get more established because now you had, especially with like the Patty and what's called joint. So Gladys and you had to start hitting on. So now you get other people. It's like my mom ain't on Instagram, but when I told her about it, she was like, "Oh well, let me download this thing, or can you put it on my TV?"
Right.
And so now she's listening to it, and she just there all night. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like Isley Brothers and Isley Brothers and
and
Earth, Wind & Fire doing the joint. You know what I'm saying? And then she's calling her sister.
Like, "Oh, you big."
And Justin got this thing on TV. I got they doing a show. You know what I'm saying? That's what they turn into. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for y'all. Do you think they're gonna do a Nas Jay-Z joint?
No,
they couldn't. Jay won't do it.
That would break the internet.
No,
I know what it is. No, Jay won't do it.
No,
like Jay,
he's too cool.
He's too cool. He's cool. He's
I mean, I just think after
like,
that,
and I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't put
that
Jay.
would have to be like the final show,
right?
You know,
like we about to shut down Versus forever.
You know what I'm saying?
Here is Jay-Z and Nas.
I agree.
Or Jay-Z and Eminem, or Jay-Z and Drake, or
Jay-Z and Eminem would be fucking mind blowing.
So because if they do Jay-Z and Nas, Nas is gonna play Ether, and that's gonna be that thorn in the side. And Jay-Z is too cool. I don't care. Like, you can't sit there. I can't imagine like hearing a diss song, even if it's 20 years ago, and I'm like trying to nod my head to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know how Jeezy did it because Gucci was coming at him with a whole bunch of shit. And I'm just like, that gotta be a thorn.
It's got to be, but I mean,
I couldn't do it.
If you hit me, like, okay, in the rap shit, like it's kind of like us being boxers, right, or MMA. Like we could fight, and I can still respect and love you as a friend outside of the ring. It's just like, so when you within that realm,
right,
and you in battle rapping and all that shit, like some of the shit these niggas in saying battle rap, you know, I'd be like, yo, if that person said that shit to me outside of this motherfucker, like if a nigga said some of the shit they say in battle rap, just me battling on or having a cipher, I punch the shit out of him. Like I have to. Like you fucking disrespectful.
But is it that song Ether and Takeover? We'll just compare the two. They were actual like songs. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I'm doing this. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it for the battle,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting this song out as one of my joints,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Like I want the world to hear this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna diss you, and it's gonna go platinum,
and it's gonna go
platinum.
You know what I'm saying?
I went platinum off your diss record, bitch.
Right?
But at the end of the day, I think that it was during that. We got to talk about that time, that sign of the times. That's how battle went.
Yep.
And if you could make money off it, smart move. And if you won that shit, very smart move, and then you got a battle. You got your Joe Frazier and Ali.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's the equivalent of it.
Yeah,
we could go back and forth on who's the best one. Was Ether better than Takeover?
No,
you know what I'm saying.
No,
was you know what I'm saying. But did Ether
hit him? But I'm only gonna say it's not because you are comparing a verse to a whole song.
I mean, you could say that.
You are,
but I mean,
you are comparing one verse to a whole song.
I'll say this
right
here.
And that one verse,
that
one verse hit him.
See, here's the thing about art and mastery. You know, one of the thing about mastery is that you could say all that needs to be said in 3 sentences and shut everything down without a problem. And that's what the mastery is about. It's not about the length and the amount of stuff that you say. It's about how powerful you make what you say, and you can say that very quickly.
That's why I'm saying.
So this is why I want to jump in. Jay said his one verse before Ether. The one verse didn't come after Ether. So we have to set the timeline. What you do is this right here. I'm like the Charlemagne. You come over here and you shoot your shot, and you got a Dillinger and you miss, and then I pull out a fucking joint with a 100-shot drum on it, and I annihilate you.
Yeah, there's that too.
You can't. So what I'm saying is, we can agree was in the shootout. You chose, due to your skill and method, that I'm gonna take this 22 because you're marked at it. You just happened to allow me to survive to motherfucking pull my shit out.
Right.
And that's what Ether was.
If you could for me, this is just me. Nas said a lot in Ether. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't say a lot. In Ether, he was mostly bitching. He didn't really have a whole lot of bars. Jay-Z's verse, because he had a couple. He went at Mobb Deep. He went at not. That bar or them joints specifically to him, he hit him.
Right. Oh, nice.
So it's more so Nas is throwing a whole bunch of haymakers. Only a couple of them gonna hit, but he's still throwing and missing. Bam, hit. Throwing and missing. Bam, hit. All right, got you. He throwing a whole bunch of more punches. Jay's more calculated. Boom, I hit you. Boom, I hit you. Boom, all right, I miss. Boom, boom, I hit you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. No, but
his bars connected more to me.
You're connected. Like I'm saying, Jay might be more accurate.
Yeah,
but we're talking about, like you said, haymakers. Those are power punches. So he's swinging them hard. What it is this right here. What we are agreeing is they're in a fight. It's just that Jay is a different style of boxer. Jay is your calculated, you know what I mean, boxer puncher. Where Nas was Mike Tyson, like out of the joint. He was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw the kitchen sink. Right. And if I miss, I miss. But when I catch you,
you're gonna feel it.
You're gonna feel it.
Right.
And he wobbled Jay. He wobbled.
I'm not saying that he didn't.
Right. So that's
why I say I wouldn't want to be Jay.
Right.
and they play Ether. I said that's the first thing I said. I said I wouldn't because I wouldn't want to be Jay and they playing Ether. I would still feel some type of way.
Right, because all you had was a verse. You never came back.
Played the super ugly.
My man's fucked me up so bad I couldn't come back because if Ether wasn't what Ether was, then he probably what would have happened was it would have just simply been this. Okay, Ether is not what Ether was. Jay would have came back and just wiped Nas off the mat. But it was like, oh shit, nah, I don't want to poke this bear anymore.
Yeah, I'm not saying Ether wasn't good. Ether's good. Right. But when I think about that one verse, I think that one verse hit him.
That's what it is. Yo, y'all ready to rap, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You got anything else you want to put out? You got,
Brett, what you got popping off?
You gonna be hitting the drums, making tamales anywhere? You got any marches? You gonna be doing anything? What you got going on, bro?
Well, I'm working on learning how to be a realtor, so there's that. I work for I'm affiliated with the Keller Williams office in Chapel Hill.
Okay.
But one thing I think is very pertinent, especially since Bishop is in the rap game, is that me and a partner of mine, Jeremy Bean Clemens, built a studio called Break Alive Studios. It's a full service recording studio.
Okay.
And you can search. We got a page on Facebook. We got an Instagram, and so shout out to Jeremy Bean Clemens, one of the best engineers, this in this land. He's also a great drummer. So yeah, that's a business that we both run.
It's in Durham, Raleigh, Chapel Hill.
It's in Durham. It's in northern Durham. Up 501. And so yeah, we got slots open. Anybody want to book some studio time? We do every style of music. We got grand pianos, we got Fender Rhodes, we got drums, we got bass amps, we got all kind of stuff. So there's that. And as far as playing shows, that's not really back super strong yet. But excuse me, I am on a couple I was saying that I played on Ani DeFranco's last record, which just came out. There is an album dropping. I play with a local artist actually here in Durham, indie rock group called His Golden Messenger. They got an album dropping here in June, and I played on it. We recorded it last August. So that's coming out here soon. He dropped the single already, which I'm on as well. And then between that, real estate, and I teach drum lessons and beginner piano.
Yeah,
on Zoom. So a lot of my time now, that's like my, basically how I make a living is I was teaching prior to COVID, and then I moved everything to virtual once quarantine hit. But I'm still teaching online. So if you want to learn how to play some drums, I can teach you from scratch. If your kids want to learn how to play drums, I can teach them from scratch. Most of my students are actually probably under 15.
Okay.
But I got adult students too. I got students that are as young as 4. I got students that are as old as 65. So
that's dope.
I want to battle him on the lunch table.
Wow. Yeah, I think you should.
So yeah,
versus.
There you go. So as far as how to hit me, obviously you can DM me on Facebook. My name's Brevin Hamden, B Hamden on IG. My email is brevinhamdenmusic@gmail.com. Any of those platforms are a way to reach me. I'm glad to teach drums to whomever and whoever wants to learn.
That's what's up, man. The homeboy Brev, you know what I'm saying? One of the best drummers in the land. Give the drummer some. I mean, no, really. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, he's out of all the drummers that we had on, he's been the best one.
Man, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
No, you're the only you're absolutely just the only drummer that we ever had. Yeah, but it's okay. Semantics. There's probably not a better drummer that we can interview. I mean, we love you. We hope you come back. I hope you enjoy. Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh man, this is great. I mean, honestly, I'm happy to be a part. I love watching. I try to tune in every Wednesday if I can.
Until we start talking about movies and shit.
So we started talking about movies and shit. That's when he tuned out.
Well, at that point I gotta do my homework. So
right,
I'm about to say he can't say he got to put the kids to bed.
Right? No, not that. Nope. I just
you can't lie. You already said you ain't got nothing, bro. You already know.
So now we're gonna donate now that because we petty as shit. So now me and Jess gonna be like, oh shit, it's about Brev, it's time to go. We about to talk about movies. We gonna shout you out. It's gonna be like, this is the Brevin hour. You know what I'm saying? It's like
now watch. I'm gonna catch y'all too.
Right.
Y'all gonna come and say that I'm gonna be in the comments like, I watched it this week, son. Go ahead, do your thing, G. I got this PPP. Sign this paper right here, dog. I got you.
You got smoke. Sign this paper, baby.
Sign this paper, I got you, G.
I got you, G.
I give you negative 70% interest, homie. I got you.
Easy. Yo, man. But this has been Intelligence Ratchet. Just you got anything popping off?
Nah, shout out to my other podcast, the Battle Buddies, on Tuesdays at 8:00. We're gonna be doing a male panel because we had females on yesterday. Talking about stuff. So we're gonna have a joint on, all male joint. So,
word.
Yeah.
I ain't get the call for that.
I'm telling you now, like it's all good.
No, I'm
come
saying,
on,
no, I
you've
mean,
been on
like,
the joint before though.
I ain't been on there really. I wasn't on there.
On there. You want to be on it?
I want to, what I'm saying, I would like to fucking be on. I want to be a guest on a fucking podcast.
Cool. We're gonna be talking about relationships and all that.
Come on, man. You already know.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Cool. Yeah, so we got that
straight
Tuesday. As always, follow us on Intelligently Ratchet on Facebook, IG, also YouTube. Follow me on IG mostly at a guy called Specs. The Bishop Omega.
The Bishop Omega on IG. Kareem Bishop Omega right here, and Jared on Facebook. And comedy show coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Also, I heard that there's rumblings and insiders that a festival's coming back pretty soon.
Ooh. Ooh.
So,
you know what that means? We out here hosting.
Shit.
We gonna be out here hosting.
Something is, what I'm saying, if the queen curator, what I'm saying, we feel there's just rumblings in the buildings.
So speaking of that, we got make sure y'all check out her kickback. She's doing a movie joint again, starting Friday.
Yes.
First movie is Black Panther.
Black Panther. It's gonna be Brad's first time seeing it.
Right. we just gonna call it Panther. We're not even do Black Panther. We just gonna call it Panther. But yeah. So shout out to
Articulate
that. It's gonna be at the Durham Bull Stadium.
Yep.
So if y'all looking for a little kickback on Friday, a little date night, just a little bit outing, y'all go out there and support.
Take the kids out.
Yeah, bring the kids out.
They're gonna play something else after that, right? Or no? It's
they got a whole little lineup.
So.
Yeah. Then make sure y'all check out Kazi's project. Mm-hmm. He also got a joint with Shane. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check that.
Y'all tell Kazi I said what up, man. We performed a little bit. I played some hip hop too. We performed a little bit in the past together. I think I mentioned about the night thing. Yeah, we performed.
We don't like Kazi on the show anymore. we don't talk to that nigga. Yeah, he don't talk to.
Well, just tell him I said what's up.
Nah, we were saying I'm not. You listen. I'm not doing anything. You tell him yourself. We don't like Kazi on the show. Nah, well, like I actually I'm supposed to call him like this week. I was gonna fuck with him.
You can disrespect him all you want to. That's y'all's business. Just tell him I said what's up.
Nah, Brad was with us. We was like, Brad was with us.
He's talking shit about you guys. But yeah, so shout out to Kazi. Shout out to producer Nash. Shout out to
yes.
On the whole Ratchet family. Shout out to P9. Shout out to Candy. Yo, shout out to Straight to Tape.
Yep.
Still want to shout y'all out. Even though I say y'all fuck me, every week.
Yeah, fuck you, Justin.
So
yeah, if you don't watch Straight to Tape, man, you guys are doing yourselves a disservice.
Yeah, make sure y'all check them out Sundays at 2:00.
Mm-hmm. Sundays 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's it, man. I'm done, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go. You know what? I'm about to go, man. And give me something to drink.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute, gentlemen.
Man, what was that? Fort Loco? That's what.
Oh, no. This is Wicked Weed Hazy IPA.
Right here. I can't fuck with no IPAs, bro. Oh.
Right here in Nashville, baby.
It's too hoppy. It's too hoppy.
Love it.
Oh, you in Nashville?
No, I'm just saying, like, this is a locally made beer.
Oh, right. Okay, got you. All right, y'all. It's been 3
we
hours.
Out of here, man.
So.
Yes, sir. I'm tired of you guys already.
Yeah, I don't want to see you.
Yeah. Peace out.
All right now.